Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for a live watch along of the Carabao Cup third round match between the mighty Arsenal and the Foxes, Leicester City. As you can see, I'm joined. I've got a couple of guests already with me. There's a couple of guests on their way. They'll join us as soon as they can. But as you can, we've got Colin. How you doing, Colin? From Much Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm not too bad, Ryan. I mean, okay, Saturday wasn't the best, but a win's a win. And I mean, the team sheet's a bit. I mean that midfield is iffy, man. I swear, like El Neni and Willock. Listen, I love Joe Willock, I do, but
I've got it on the screen here. Leno.
I don't know what their midfield is, but I swear to God, if they're playing Tielemans and fucking Chowdhury, we'll get absolutely mauled.
I know Chowdhury's playing. I think I'll double check in a sec. I'm just trying to get a decent string because thanks to Sky, we've got to go through and find ourselves a system that actually gives us a game. And I'm getting done over here tonight. But yeah, as I say, on the screen, Leno in goal. So Holding, David Luiz, Kolasinac. Oh, great. And then the wing backs of Ainsley, Maitland-Niles on the right, and Saka on the left. And as I said, that midfield pairing of El Neni and Willock, and then Pepe, Nelson, and Eddie as a front three, with the subs of Van Arsene, our new goalkeeper on the bench, Bellerin, Saliba, Ceballos, Xhaka, Willian, and Lacazette. And our main captain's got the night off. And David Luiz is
What I will say, I like the front three. I like Pepe, Nelson, and Nketiah as a three.
Yeah.
I like the wing backs of Niles and Saka. What I don't like is that back three. Because, I mean, Ryan, I've made my feelings about Rob Holding perfectly clear over the last few weeks. I just don't. Here's the thing, right? This is what people don't get about why I have this nervousness with Rob Holding. Okay, when you talk about defenders, like young defenders, right? I still to this day, I hear people going on about Rob Holding like he's still a young kid. He's 25. All right. People need to stop giving him this young kid treatment. Honestly. Like it's pissing me off. Because Rob Holding at this stage of the game is our version of Jesse Lingard.
Oh yes,
that's just how I see it. David Luiz, we know he's a lunatic, but he's a leader, right? So can't really fault David Luiz for being him. Kolasinac, I mean, the less said about Kolasinac, the better. Jesus Christ.
Kolas.
I mean, I don't know what it is, lads, but I know we got him for free from Schalke, but somehow I still feel robbed.
I think it's the high wages you just put on.
Probably.
I think that was an issue, yeah.
Oh, but again, it's the old regime of Ivan Gazidis putting mediocre players on high wages. And people will say, oh, he was in team of the season. They're set up Bundesliga. Oh, yeah, fucking fantastic. But he hasn't, he hasn't repeated that form since being in the Premier League for us.
Oh, yeah.
So what we to do is just, because he was the Bundesliga team of the season when he came to us, we should just suck it up still.
Yeah.
But
he's a poor player in truth. I mean, you look at some of the players we've signed over the years. I mean, bloody hell! You could list them off. I mean, three of them are in the starting 11. I mean, you look at. I mean, okay, El Neni's done well in the last few weeks. I'll give him credit where that's due, right? But let's be real. He's a very limited footballer, let's be honest.
That's being polite.
Yeah, I know. I know that's being polite, mate. Oh, God. I mean, that's not the only limited footballer we've had, though. Like, we've had fucking Coquelin in that midfield, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I know. Oh, dear. Coquelin. But even Coquelin had that spell where you put better performances in than this that we get now.
Yeah.
I'm going to lose it to the streaming service, by the way, at one point, if it doesn't work. But yeah, oh, by the way, guys, the other guest that coming on is Richard from Over and Over Again. He'll be joining us just after 8 because he's currently playing football with his team. And so, yeah. And then I've sent Andrew the link. He has been invited on. He is coming on ASAP.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, oh, for fuck's sake, I don't care about these fucking ads by Google. Send feedback or why is this ad and all that crap. And Andrew, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, mate. How are you?
Hi, Andrew. You all right, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. How are you boys?
Yeah, not too bad.
Just trying to get a decent.
Good.
I'm just trying to find a decent stream that actually works.
Yeah, me too.
I think I've got it.
I've found one. Do
It's running on
you know what, Ryan? I will send you a link via DM on Twitter, okay?
Oh no, I'll get onto that now. As soon as it comes through, I'll go onto that.
Can you? Do you mind sending me it as well, Colin, just in case, please?
Mine's working right,
sure.
I think. I've watched
Sure,
it on TV.
I'll send you that, Andrew. No worries, mate.
Thanks, man.
Right.
I think I've got.
Right,
I think
that
I
should be the
might
one.
have.
Right. Go on to.
Right.
Actually, I've got it. I have got it on my phone, so I am connecting my phone to my laptop.
I'll send you the link anyway, mate. Don't worry
Yes,
about it.
please. That'd be great, mate. Cheers, Cole.
Yeah, I do apologise to the viewers. I blame Sky for this because they've decided, in their infinite wisdom, this week in the EFL Cup to just show Man United versus fucking Luton, eventually Spurs versus Leighton Orient. And
Did anyone watch that Man United game from last night? Because I tried watching it and fell asleep.
Same. I literally was I had to walk off at some point to wake myself up. It says something when at one point, what was it? Well, most of the game, Luton out sessioned, had all the stats in their favour compared to Man United. But hey, Ollie's doing a great job apparently.
Mate, they don't even. Honest to God, right? When I was watching it last night, all I could think about was fucking what was it? How bad United were under Van Gaal.
Yeah.
And if that was Van Gaal,
yeah, I know.
United fans would be going mental right now.
Hmm.
But because it's Ollie, he gets because it's Ollie, he gets a free pass.
He does. You're absolutely right.
Like, which is bullshit. Like, I'm sorry, but not even Van Gaal. Like, if that was Jose Mourinho, there'd be knives out.
Oh, of course.
And I'm not. I don't like. I'm not saying that Jose is, a good manager right now. But fucking hell, he's better than Ollie, surely.
Well, I hope they keep him for life. I've given him a 10-year contract. What I'll do for me.
I think for me, it's a bit of Ed Woodward not wanting to make another decision that makes him look bad. I think he's going to keep faith with Ollie as long as he can.
I don't think it's. Do you know what, Russ? I don't think it's even that. I think Ed Woodward's just looked at it and thought, you know what? Jose was asking far too many questions. Let's get a yes man in, and they won't expose me all that much.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of ways of looking at it, really, isn't there? I mean, the basic thing is, as long as he's there, I mean, they're not going to do it. I mean, the end of last season, they did pull it out of the bag, really. All right, Leicester had a mare, but to finish third, I mean, you've got to give him a bit of credit.
Yeah, I mean, okay, fine. He did quite well in the circumstances that, that was
Bruno Fernandes was it, wasn't he? He was a game changer, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He made them tick. As soon as he went there, he was on it, and he pulled them through matches.
Yeah. All right, I've got mine working now.
I'm just getting fucking ads. Give us 10 seconds to stop, and you can click away from this thing and watch the thing. Oh no, we'll give you a fucking ad.
That's the one. That's the one I'm using, Ryan. It's like you won't get ads every now and again. You just have to click off them.
We won't. I'm saying I'm on the. This ad will close in 5 seconds. We'll fucking close then. So tell me to click on it to close it.
Well, I got a message saying kickoff was about a minute and a half ago, and they still haven't kicked off online yet.
Yeah, no, I'm 2 minutes and 20 seconds into mine, so
it's going to be one of those days, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
What do you guys think of the marble kit? I'm a bit iffy on it, if I'm being honest with it.
It's probably I got the home shirt. I like the third kit, so I might get that one. I don't think I'll bother getting this one they're wearing now.
It looks like they've murdered someone in it.
Yeah.
It's like a fight on a Friday night outside the pub, isn't it? Shirts torn and everything.
Go on. Oh!
Did you have to,
Nelson?
did you have to download a VPN, Colin?
No. Just ignore that. That's an ad.
Oh, for crying! I need to get out of this then. Cough. I'm actually getting pissed off now because I'm going backwards and forwards,
Hey,
in and
they've
out.
actually kicked off now. Yay!
Ryan, if you're on the same link as me, right, go on to link 3 because that's the one I'm on.
Oh, link 3. All right. Oh, for crying out loud, I don't give a crap. Fuck off. I don't fuck off. I do not want fucking this crap.
What is that?
Open this way. Open that store. No. Why? Oh my god! Why is it going to piss me off today? Sky, you're pissing me off doing this to me tonight.
This is kind of a hard one to call, really, isn't it? Because Leicester have got Man City at the weekend, and we've got Liverpool.
No, but Sky, but I'm sorry.
What I will say about Leicester
standout game. Leicester, out of all the ties, this was a standout game, and they decided to show crap teams, no disrespect, against the fucking higher up Premier League, like the Tottenham's, Man United, Chelsea, like Liverpool's, and all that, and Everton's, because they're an easy win for the top sides.
You think Sky would show this one because, I mean, for fuck's sake, it's Leicester and Arsenal, mate. Premier League tie here. Come on.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. And they even said, even the draw was made, because they did it on Sky Sports News at the time, the standout tie of the round, Arsenal v Leicester v Arsenal. But they've totally disrespected it. And the Carabao Cup site, £10 you've got to pay for not to watch the stream. And that's it. That's one payment for that.
It's bullshit.
That match. You got to pay if you want to watch
Just for that match.
Just for that match, you've got to pay again for the next round if you want to watch it again.
We're all paying. Don't worry, we're all paying. Don't listen to what we've been saying.
Yeah, just ignore it.
We're paying, but in different ways. Yeah. Oh dear.
Just ignore that.
I'm just getting different fucking ads come up. It's just pissing me off now. I just want to watch the game. 6 minutes in and I can't watch the game because, hey.
Well, I'm only 2 minutes in, so sorry.
Oh my god! Oh Jesus!
Go on, how bad?
Oh god!
1-0 down.
Not yet.
Not yet.
And I say not yet because
sounds optimistic.
I know what this team is like. Yo.
Sounding optimistic as always.
Exactly. Oh Jesus! Oh my god!
Oh my god! This is pissing me off today.
Thank fuck he's offside.
Shitty Google Two-Face, get me out of this shit.
Well, that was a good chance. Nelson.
Oh, I'm actually going to first get to the wall in a minute. Oh, the joys of doing live streams, guys. Giving content to you guys. I do apologise, but hey, this is Sky for you. Sky,
Yeah.
Sky.
He's well off.
Oh dear.
That was a good chance by Reece Nelson, though.
Yeah. He was a bit unlucky there, I think.
Yeah, he took the shot quite well.
Yeah.
No one closing him down, though.
No. Although on my stream, the Leicester have come into it a bit more.
You would expect them to, though, being the home team.
Yeah, you would. You would.
Even they've gone. Even looking at a team, they haven't gone full strength either. In the sense of no Vardy, no Schmeichel, at all.
No, but even without that, the whole Leicester squad is kind of tailored to what Brendan Rodgers is trying to do.
Yeah.
So even if it's similar to us really, because even if they take said players out, they can still adjust it and retain the same system.
Mm-hmm.
But as I said earlier, I think both teams have got an eye on the weekend, haven't they?
Yeah.
Right. See what works now.
Mm. Although if I'm Leicester though, I'd be thinking, you know what, we should maybe take this game a bit more seriously because after what City did to Wolves, I reckon Leicester are probably going to get battered. So
yeah, just a tad.
So I mean, the chance at a cup could maybe give them something to celebrate come the end of the season as well. Oh.
Okay. So we're in a white kit tonight as well for some reason, even though we are red. We do wear red and they wear blue, but okay. Makes total sense.
Nelson's actually done all right tonight.
Oh, wow. I think I've just seen what you saw a couple of minutes ago.
You see what I mean, mate?
Oh, my God.
You can't trust that back three. I'm sorry.
Finally, right. And also, what was I saying now? Andrew, you there?
Saka floats in. Oh,
my gosh, yeah.
I am here, mate. Yeah, just give me 2 seconds. I'm still trying to get this sorted out. One moment.
Yeah, no worries. I've literally just got my stream up, so I'm lucky in that sense. I'm on 9:36, 37. What are other people on?
I'm on 9 minutes and 10 seconds.
I'm on 6 minutes, 10 seconds.
Oh. Damn.
I'm ahead of everyone, yeah, for once.
Russ, do you want me to send you the one that I've got?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay. What's your Twitter, mate?
Matt Ruggy Boy 101.
All right, then, cool.
That was weird. Literally at the screen, watching the game, and literally just the screen changed to Luton versus Man United from last night. Then it switched back. Fucking Jesus. Talking to United as well, because I've also got Harvey in the chat as well watching. Jadon Sancho, any chance of that happening? I think not, because in fact they're not bidding for the fucking guy still.
The thing is, Dortmund don't really have to sell. They're not really they're not in a position where they have to sell him.
No, and the players come out numerous times in this summer and said he's happy where he is and helping the new generation come through. And Man United just sitting back and going, "Oh, we're Man United." We're to put a jig at the end and try and force the play to force the move. Like they have no idea.
Yeah, that's why they've got a yes man, mate, because they don't because Woodward's probably looking at it and thinking, you know what? It's like, oh, it's not going to cause a fuss, so who are we
And my brother must be watching because he's literally just sent me a link as well because he must be watching me kick off and he's like, "Here's a link as well, just in case you can't, in case the link's not working still."
I've just sent you the link on Twitter, Russ.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, come from
Yeah.
my screen. So yeah,
You'll find it in your notifications. 'Cause- yeah,
very
Tar, mate.
sweet. Oh, what was that, mate?
This is Arsenal. We're still 0-0, by the way, guys.
I know, still 0-0 for now.
If anything changes, you'll know because as you've seen, coming in the FA Cup final, I'll show it. I'll react straight away. So,
Oh yeah.
Especially if we concede, I won't hide it. I'm sorry, I can't hide it for no one.
No, Ryan, please don't hide it. Like, just let the disappointment out.
But yeah, oh my god. Just because Leicester on the ball, I was on 12 minutes myself. Leicester on the ball, just passing it back and forth, sideways and backwards and all that. But we're literally like 2 banks of 4 and trying to counter attack them. Basically, it's like we're. And then it's been booked, by the way. Just been booked.
I'll probably see in a second anyway.
Around 12.
Oh, El Nene, you idiot!
What's happened?
Oh, he literally just lunges and put his leg in the way of I think it's Damari Gray or something, and literally just takes him out.
All right, okay.
Has no intention for the ball, basically. Oh, this stream, stop going back to it. Man United was last night. Can you stop showing the fucking Man United game and actually show? This is the thing with Carabao. I think this is one of their streaming things. So they had the issues last week, and people are still waiting for their refunds. Finally, go back to the fucking Arsenal game.
Which one are you using? Primary or popular or HD?
If you,
I
went on the HD
Just link
one.
3.
Yeah, just go on to link 3, mate. You'll be fine.
Oh dear. I think it's good to see that obviously Arteta's taking this seriously, as you said off stage, Colin. Considering we've got a big game on Monday night.
He wants to win.
Yeah.
Like, he's not here to mess around.
Because we've seen in previous years when Wenger was in and all that, and these sort of the early rounds, no matter who.
I hated that. Honest to God, I hated that. Like, I'm not even joking. Like the Forest game in the FA Cup a few years ago really pissed me off. Like,
we're defending champions that season as well.
Yeah,
I know.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Leno's getting that easy.
I keep switching to fucking Luton. Luton played last night. Fuck off. Oh, fuck. Actually, went for a split second back to the Arsenal game and then actually give you Luton again.
Why would they switch to that game? It was boring as shit.
I don't know. It's just doing my head in. I bet it's a fucking Carabao Cup fucking actual site. This is one of the complaints that they had last week. Or it just completely drop out and you won't be able to watch it. But also with Sky, all this thing about we'll show that whilst obviously fans can't go back and this and the other, we'll obviously show all the between us and BT. We'll show all the games, Premier League games. Why not?
Didn't they advertise this game on Sunday?
Yeah,
or Saturday?
Yeah. Changed their mind, probably.
Fucking hell.
And now the dogs are going off. Bear with me. I've got going up to the door. One sec.
Feels as though we're a bit iffy. Don't know why.
we were iffy last weekend, weren't we, mate? To be honest,
Yeah, we were.
Great. Even at home, we weren't great.
Yeah, there was times in that game where I was actually shitting bricks.
We after we scored, we didn't seem to take the initiative, did we? We were just meh.
And this was like against a David Moyes West Ham side who, quite frankly, were poor last week.
Yeah.
I mean, for fuck's sake, when Newcastle of all teams are putting two past you, like, come on.
Yeah, they were awful the weekend as well. I mean, it's early in the season, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can't really tell who's going to play well or not.
Oh, boy. I love Pepe, but he needs to fucking simplify it sometimes.
Yeah, I feel a bit sorry for him actually, because Williams just come in and just taken his spot, so to speak. It's Pepe. I just feel I don't know what's going to happen with him. I don't know when he's going to get his chance.
Yeah, thing is though, he didn't do that bad last season. Like, if he got like 18 goal contributions in all competitions.
Yeah. But as I say, I just don't know where, because I think Arteta really favours Willian, and I think Willian can offer more.
I think it's because Willian's like proven at the top level.
Oh yeah, he's great. I think he's really astute signing.
Yeah, and Pepe is maybe not so much, but that's not to say that Pepe can't become that.
Yeah, I think the problem also was the transfer fee. I think it was you expect to pay that money, you expect fireworks straight away, didn't you?
Yeah,
and consistency.
The thing is though, I think a lot of people are confused with transfer fees, like how, because it's gotten so out of proportion and whatnot, and people just expect the world right away. Like, for instance, with Kai Havertz at Chelsea, Chelsea end up paying what, close to 99 million for him, thereabouts, and he was poor against Liverpool.
Yeah,
like,
I think Chelsea as a whole were poor against Liverpool, to be honest. I think it's going to be an issue for them because they've bought too many players, and trying to integrate that amount of players is going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight.
No, it's whether or not they can gel. And if I'm Lampard, I'd be thinking, you know what? We need these players to gel in quick.
Yeah, otherwise he's going to be out.
Yeah,
because Abramovich won't care. He's put the money down. He's shown his cards. He needs a manager who's going to get the best out of him.
Yeah, I mean, they could have. I mean, Allegri is still available, so.
Well, yeah, you've also got Pochettino as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I don't understand why Manchester United just don't go out there and say to Poch, "Listen, we've got the money. Do you want to come here?" Oh, how's he not put that away?
Who was it?
Joe Willock, I think.
Still a little bit behind. I'm still trying to figure this out. I've got one stream on one bit, and I'm still trying to load the other one. Yeah, as you say though, I think Chelsea they've got to hope those players hit the ground running really quick. What was the other scores today anyway? Fulham are winning. Burnley are beating Millwall.
You'd expect that though.
Newcastle beating Morecambe, yeah. Well, Fleetwood are drawing with Everton, 0-0. Everton are a weird team. They've had a good start.
Yeah, they're a weird team. Like, I mean, they've got a good side, Everton, but really the only thing that lets them down is that goalkeeper.
Yeah, Pickford's not great. Yeah, you would have thought they would have addressed that, but because he's England's number one, they probably think.
Well, to be fair, Joe Hart was England's number one when Pep Guardiola rocked up, and like he didn't waste any time in replacing him.
I've sorted it. What minute are you on now, boys? I'm on 17, 41, 42.
I'm on 20 minutes 50.
Oh, bloody hell.
I'm on 21, 20. 4.
Bloody hell, I'm well behind. This is just a joke, isn't it? Absolute joke.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they want you
I'm
to-
reluctant to carry on changing it because this one seems to be quite a good stream. So
Yeah.
As long as it's stable, you.
Yeah. If you've got a stable one, it really doesn't matter like
I know
what minute you are. It's just like
exactly. Yeah.
Go on, Eddie. Oh, unlucky.
I just know I'm going
Yes,
if Holden plays better, since Holden's been a little bit better tonight, as soon as the game ends, if he continues this, I know I'm going to have people in my mention saying, see, I told you so about Holden. No.
I think we're more concerned about Kolasinac tonight, so that's our main concern, as I said.
Yeah. Thing is, though, with that back three, we're always going to be a bit on the edge, lads.
Oh, geez.
Well, yeah, it's David Luiz's first game, isn't it, of the season? So
There's a nice bit of work from Stom. Just seen that bit where Saka created one and fizzed across the goal line.
Yeah, it was a good delivery from Saka.
Yeah.
It really was.
That's unbelievable.
Also, by the way, while we've got you all here, any of you around on Monday night for the Liverpool watch-along? Which won't have any issues, by the way, guys. Because we'll have Scott.
I am, yeah.
I'll be out, mate. I think, yeah. It's only sort of Thursdays and Sundays that I have problems with, but
Yeah. Oh dear. Just asking now, so don't forget. And then last minute, like, running around.
what channel's that on? Is that on Sky or BT?
Sky.
Oh, that's all right then.
Monday night football, yeah. So,
Yeah, that'd be fun. Be fine. That.
yeah. Oh bloody hell. Yeah. Was it? Gray had a chance there. Just skied it over. Gray? Yeah. Holding back off, and then it's not a major chance. Just could have been a lot worse if it had been a bit lower. Andrew, what have you made of the kit?
What? Sorry.
What have you made of the away kit as well? Obviously, this
It's the only one I haven't got. I might get it eventually, but because I reckon in about 20 or 30 years it'll be a classic. The old Raspberry Ripple, we'll call it in 20 years' time. Same as the bruised banana is now.
Yeah.
Because I hated the bruised banana when it came out, but it's a classic now, isn't it?
I think most people do. I remember about 10 years ago reading an article in the paper, and it was like listed amongst the top 10 most hated kits even back then.
Yeah. I've got my 1985 one on today. My old centenary. I love the home kit I like, and I've got the third kit as well.
I think that's a general consensus. Everybody's got the home and the third kit.
Oh,
yeah,
that was unlucky.
I haven't got the third kit yet, but I am going to get it.
Saka getting done the left.
Yeah, I went and did one of the stadium tours a couple of weekends ago, and got it when we were down at the Armoury.
Are they doing the stadium tours then? Are they?
Yeah,
but you have to listen to the tour. You can choose between a few different people.
Players,
I think.
Okay.
I went with Charlie George, but it looks like a mobile phone thing, but you have headphones in and listen to it as you go around.
They should have had a hologram of him or something.
But it was good though, because
is pen.
I've got 3 kids, and it was free child place, so I only had to pay for myself. It was really good.
Oh, we could have had a pen then.
That should be a pen. Didn't take him. It didn't get the ball. Had no
Exactly.
No intention there. Had no intention of taking the ball. Literally just threw his whole body on top of Saka. The ref's giving a goal kick.
Is there no VAR?
They can't make their mind up, so I don't know.
Definite pen that.
It's a pen.
Yeah. I'm saying no intention. He made no intention to get the ball. He just literally put the whole body weight in Saka.
How is he not given that? I don't get it.
Ridiculous.
That must mean there's no VAR in this then.
Oh.
Big up Sam in the chat.
I'll DM you, mate. Don't worry.
I mean, it looked like he got tangled there, but I mean.
But my thing is, the whole point of the penalty is if it's not a penalty, they've made some sort of intent to get the ball. He's made no intent to get the ball from Saka in any which way.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous decision.
Yeah, if that happens at the other end now, that'll be given.
Yeah, give him one, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I like that. The Raspberry Ripple shirt. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it's going to be called, definitely.
Better than Freddy Krueger.
Booze Banana, the Raspberry Ripple.
Like it now, Raspberry Ripple. Unbelievable.
It's either that or Raspberry Ripple or Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, or
yeah, Jack the Ripper.
Oh my God.
or Freddy Krueger.
Or Sweeney Todd. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was
got lucky there.
Yeah, we did a little bit.
That's a bit scrappy.
And just seeing a replay, that is definite pen on Saka.
But why have we got? I know it's
still not even got to that bit yet.
It's
really ridiculous.
Yeah. I know it's called the EFL Cup, but why have we got fucking bang average refs again?
So we
all
have
the refs. All the refs
Nelson.
in the league are average, mate. Simple as.
Yeah.
Nelson's
Nelson,
just had a good chance.
Go on, Nelson. Go on.
He had exactly the same chance earlier in the game. And he missed out.
What I've seen so far, I think Nelson looks pretty decent tonight, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's had two good opportunities.
Fucking hell, challenge is here from Leicester's medicine there. But Sam Green was saying they wore a London genocide shirt for the away. Oh dear.
I don't know why we're trying to loan Nelson out. He's definitely good enough to get in the team.
Yeah, I'm just.
We do need depth as well, don't we?
Well, exactly, depth. But we're in four competitions. You're in the league
at the moment, yeah.
Not in the sense of title match, but we're competing in the league for either top four, whatever we're playing 38 games in there.
Yeah.
You got your Europa League group stages and all that when it does eventually start. League Cup as we speak. If we go through tonight, we've got Liverpool in the next round. If they get through against Lincoln, and we've got FA Cup later on in the year. So that's four competitions throughout the whole season. You're playing over 60, 70 odd games in that season. Depending on how far you go in each distance as well.
I cannot believe that wasn't. I've just seen that penalty thing a few times. I can't believe that weren't given.
Yeah.
That is a joke, isn't it?
Not even a VAR check, Andre. Seriously.
Absolutely. I'm wondering whether there's no VAR. I think they do, but not until the latter stages because of all the small teams that are in it at this stage.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
That's bull.
They haven't got the technology in the ground, have they?
Yeah, but either have it or not. It should either be, shouldn't it? FA Cup as well. They just shouldn't. If they can't all have it, then don't have it at all.
Cool.
No, that's why it's not introduced until the. I don't know whether it's the final or something. But
Reece just has a blind of a chance at the 30th minute. By the way, just dead from the corner.
As I said, Ryan, he had exactly the same chance about 5 minutes into the match.
Oh dear. Well, here's a comment for you to get your teeth into on the Facebook page from Nada. Without Ozil, we are having a big problem in midfield. Ozil is the one who creates chances of winning. I think that's the reason we put Willian in for, to be honest. But he's been given
come off it, man. Seriously, come off it. Ozil's done out here. Simple as that.
I put out a tweet earlier, RIP Ozil and Guendouzi, because they're finished, aren't they?
I think we'd have problems if Ozil was playing.
Guendouzi was done at Brighton. Let's be real.
Yeah,
right?
and they're not playing today. They're not playing ever again. Either of them.
Exactly. No. Guendouzi decided to open his mouth about he makes more money than fucking Neil Maupay. Well,
which is a lie.
Well, yes, that. also, like, who brings up a wage packet in an argument?
No, it's just because
it's so petty. Like, do you know what I mean?
Arrogant.
Like, and
the funny thing is, he's on 40 and Maupay was on 60 a week. So it's a bit of a stupid thing to say as well.
Exactly. Like, I mean, you know, people would often, or like, honest to God, that the day that happened, I heard people say to me, "Oh, but Vieira had a bit of a mouth on him." Well, yeah, but Vieira could back it up on the pitch. Guendouzi can.
Yeah,
exactly.
Vieira was a winner. He won things. He did, as he said, he did it on the pitch. He did his talking on the pitch with his
exactly. Don't open your mouth after a fucking loss. Right? Doesn't look good for you.
No. Where was that fight when your goalkeeper got fucking taken out by that player you're having a go at, by the way?
Exactly. You just stood there doing nothing.
Like all best friends, shake hands, yeah. Then we lost, you scored against us. Now I've got a problem. Like, fuck off.
What? See, that's been our problem for a decade. Like there's no like. Because back in the day, right, if someone rattled another one of our players, right, guarantee you the likes of Vieira or fucking Keown or Tony Adams, hell, even Ashley Cole, they would have been right up in their face.
Well, then no one would even try anything with us.
No,
because we won the game in the tunnel, didn't we? Teams were scared of us.
Well, even Gary Neville, especially at Highby, even Gary Neville said it was so intimidating because of how narrow everything on top of each other. When you're like, he's like what 5'6" something, and you got
bad challenge on David Luiz.
Lots of Vieira and all the old bloody hell I've seen. Yeah, lots of
Rob Holding, you knob.
You're on reason all that. Literally, standing next to you like.
It's Leno, isn't it?
But I'm
surprised Leno's playing.
I think it's just because I think it's more so because when Arsene say just joined us in the last 24 hours. If he joined us a bit earlier, he'd had a bit more training training sessions with the team. It wouldn't have been a problem. I've been playing tonight, I don't think. Again, that smart coaching from our set, not to throw a goalkeeper just come through the door straight into the fucking firing lineup. Like, there you go.
Well, it kind of is really. It's not like this Renarsson kid, right? Is like been in the position where Emmy's in the team and he's been at the club 10 years. Like he's literally just walked in the door. Literally. He's probably only been in the country for 2 minutes.
Yeah, he's not going to get. Yeah, you can't throw him into a game like this.
He was training a few days before the actual announcement, apparently, but it's still not a very long time.
Yeah, he's not going to get to know the defenders, is he? He's not going to have much of a relationship with them, is he? Yeah. You can't just throw him into a cup game.
He looks about 12, no.
Yeah. It's good man management. It's good man management. It really is.
There's our unit Saliba warming up. Fucking unit. He's a fucking unit. I was watching the.
I wish he was playing. I was looking forward to watching him tonight.
Well, what was it? I was watching the training video they put out yesterday. He's fucking in height wise alone. He's huge. He's like a Vieira heights built as well.
Yeah.
Again, that's something we've lacked for 15 years. Having big physical players on the pitch, not these tiny technical players.
Yeah, I mean, when you look back at it, like the profile of players that we've been signing for a decade really has been wrong. Like,
Yeah,
when you look at, I mean, more specifically, the likes of like Flamini, even Arteta back when he was done as a player, like, players like that, Aaron Ramsey and stuff like that.
My God, what is?
You just didn't have that power that you would need to win a league title, because I remember in 2014-15, right, we were that close from being a title winning team, that close, and all we had to do was sign a goalkeeper, a DM, and a striker, and we probably would have won the league.
Yeah,
especially when you consider what went down that season.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but we would always buy a defender, or buy a winger or a striker if we needed a defender, wouldn't we?
Oh God,
It was always like that, weren't we?
Yeah, well, David Luiz has obviously been out because of a neck problem, hasn't he? You see what just happened? What happened to him just literally on his neck by Leno?
Yeah.
But pushed his head to one side.
I'm just getting. The more I see Leno, the more I'm getting concerned.
Oh, mate, honestly, that was terrible.
That's the one.
I mean, he tried to break his own neck the other day, didn't he?
Well, that was it. The only thing with Leno, there's always been a thing with Leno. His presence in the box is never like as you saw with Martinez. Martinez, his presence, he makes it felt. He uses his whole. He's not afraid to come out.
Mate, how Arsenal is that? The first game that he plays for Villa and he saves a penalty. Unbelievable.
The thing about
hit the post.
The thing about Leno, lads, is like he's a good shot stopper, but at the same time, you need to be more than that, because there are plenty of good shot stoppers in the Premier League.
Yeah, Leicester almost scored, by the way.
Almost. And I do think that Leno lacks that, knowing what. Oh shit!
Yeah, you just saw it as well.
Do you know what? If that went in, right, you could hold your hands up and be like, you know what? That's a wonder goal.
No, Madison on the edge of the box had a shot, and basically,
oh my God!
It seems like he took a deflection because it sort of floated, and Leno just stayed. It hit the post. He just fell back into his hands.
Do you know what? I'm a bit worried though that Leno didn't react.
Yeah.
Like even before, like when the shot was like floating in the air, like I mean.
Yeah, he didn't go for it at all.
No, he didn't.
Watched it go over his shoulder.
I mean, he was a good player for us last year, but if you remember, that's because we were facing so many shots in front of goal. And because Leno's a good shot stopper, naturally he's going to look amazing.
Yeah, but I also think you can say that it was him and Aubameyang. If it wasn't for them two, I think we would have been in a worse position.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, we finished in a bad position anyway, but it would have been a lot worse. It would have been a bottom half of the table finish.
Yeah, well, last season was a calamity as a whole, lads. Let's just be honest here. Like, you had the fraud of Unai Emery, right?
Who lost this weekend, by the way?
Yeah. You then had Freddie take over a couple of games, and they didn't support him. Like, in terms of giving him the tools to kind of steady the ship. And Arteta's almost having to, like, right the wrongs. And he's doing a good job at that. But all the stuff before could have been prevented.
Seriously.
The more I watch Kolasinac, the more I can't believe that he's a professional footballer. Let alone playing for Arsenal.
Mate, in a couple of minutes, you're going to see something. You're going to want to fucking rip his head off. for what he does.
Oh, you! Oh!
Told you. Told you.
How is this man a professional footballer?
What?
How?
Schalke, anyone at Schalke listening to this, if you want him, come and get him, please.
Yeah, we'll give him to you for nothing, like legitimately. Like all you have to do is fucking pay his wages.
Yeah, sort that between yourselves. You can have him. There you go. But in the meantime, we then got to go out and get someone to fill the void, basically, for this season. Which it won't be hard, really. But yeah, Pepe's been very quiet, by the way. I don't know if you guys have noticed. He's been very quiet so far.
Look, we're not playing down the right-hand side, though, are we? We just
No.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Everyone should just be told to get the ball to Pepe, but we're not. We're not even going anywhere near him.
No, they're giving it to Reece on the left-hand side.
Yeah, Reece is having a good game.
Yeah, but I'm saying...
Do you know what? I feel sorry for Pepe, really, because it looks like he's just void of, like, any confidence at the moment.
Yeah.
He was our man of the match in the cup final.
I know he was.
He's brilliant.
I know. The man got, 8 goals and 10 assists in all competitions. Like, and people just want to write him off for whatever reason. But
Pepe is our best player at the end of the day. He's our most technically gifted player, and we need to feed things through him. You know,
of course.
It's just
exactly, because when you watch Pepe, right, his best attribute is his ability to run past people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if there's one criticism I have of Pepe, right, it's that he does need to simplify it at times. But other than that, like, when you look at his delivery in the box, I mean, that cross to Aubameyang in the cup final was immense.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
In the chat here, I can't remember how to pronounce his name, but basically, anytime I see Kolasinac, my confidence is instantly reduced massively. Guy is a shot footballer.
Let's not refer to Kolasinac as a footballer from now on, okay? Let's just not refer him to that.
Can't really refer to him as an athlete, really, either. In that case,
let's just refer to him as, I guess, a street fighter, because that's what he is.
Yeah, the irony is somebody's been.
I don't even think he's as hard. Yeah, people say he's a hard man and everything. On the pitch, he's not. He gets pushed off the ball really easily. Players aren't scared of him. You don't push people out of the way or anything.
No.
You'd think it'd be, I don't know. Everything's wrong about the guy.
Yeah. I mean, people say his best attribute is his crossing. I've yet to see this.
Oh, he's never beaten the first man ever. I've never seen him beat the first man.
No.
His crossing is atrocious.
Because I remember the semi-final against Atletico Madrid, right?
Mm.
Not the first leg, the second leg. I remember how bad his crossing was during that game. And especially in Baku, he has a chance to lay it off and it doesn't even beat the first man. So it's like, I've yet to see this amazing crossing ability that he has, apparently.
Unai Emery, don't forget, identified Kolasinac as our most creative outlet. That says everything about Unai Emery, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah. Less said about that fraud, the better.
Oh dear.
It's good. My stream, all of a sudden, literally, it's just gone forward 3 minutes, which is good. I'm on 44 minutes now.
I'm on 45.
I'm on 45.
45 plus 2. So I'm on 46. 102 now. Yeah, last minute now. By the way, these are the half-time most of the scores at the AFL Cup tonight. We've got Fulham winning 2-0 against Sheffield Wednesday. They've won 1-2.
No shock.
Yeah, there's no shocks there, is there?
Burnley 1, Millwall 0. Brighton 1, Preston 0. Stoke 1, Gillingham 0. Chelsea 2, Barnsley 0. Half time, Everton 2, Fleetwood 0. No shock there. We're obviously 0-0 still. And the other game is Morecambe 0, Newcastle 5.
Well, let's just rein this in, right? Let's just rein this in, right? Look at all those teams, right, and who they're playing. We're the only side tonight to play Premier League opposition.
And we're not. Yeah,
and they've got one of Cyprus Hill playing for them as well. I've just seen. He's banged heads with one of our players.
It is half time at Leicester 0-0. Also, it's a bit. Don't you think it's a bit of a coincidence?
You better be ready.
Insane in the memory.
And they've got.
Don't you think it's a bit of a coincidence, Si, that United players, a bunch of players came down with a virus this week? They're playing Tottenham, who would have had to play twice in 48 hours.
It's funny that, yeah.
What a coincidence!
I know. Well, they've still got to. They're going to have to fit that game in though again at some point very soon, and it's going to get even worse for them.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
I'll be honest, lads. I'm not feeling this first half performance. I'm really not.
No. I think Arteta will get into him again this at half time. The sort of man he is.
To be honest, I honestly thought we were going to get beaten quite easily tonight. So if I'm honest, I'm not too unhappy at the moment because we're doing better than I thought we were.
Neither teams have many chances.
No, it's been very.
It's just been. I don't think either team wants to go through. That's the way I can see.
Well, I don't think we want to go through because if we win, we'll get Liverpool in the next round.
At Anfield again.
God.
Mind you, that's one of my favourite games of the last couple of years.
Yeah. I suppose we can fucking win it, though. Oh, dear. Same.
So, like, the way I say it, right, because, I mean, okay, the Carabao Cup, it's not our high on our... It's not high on the objective list, is it?
No.
But that
normally,
said,
I would want to win it, yeah.
That said, I would like to win it because, I mean, more trophies the better. And
the only reason I don't this season is because it's if we've got all the same fixtures as a normal season, but it's 5 weeks shorter.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have. That's the only reason I'm not interested in it this season. Otherwise, I don't want to win everything. But it's going to be much more beneficial just for this one season to go out of it as early as possible. I think to minimise the amount of games we're going to play.
I mean, both sides realistically have been awful in front of goal. Really, I mean, Leicester had 7 shots, 1 on target. We've had 4. 2 on target. So realistically, we've actually been better in front of goal than them.
Yeah. I'm about to say it came from my screen as well. I was about to say that as well, yeah.
Apart from when they hit the post just then, which was unbelievable, we've had the better opportunities, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Although that's really just a moment of magic from Madison, and that's what a player like that gives you.
I'm surprised that no one's gone in for him this summer, to be honest. Even though he's under new contract and all that. Still, that's worth a punt.
Yeah,
I wanted him not last summer, but the summer before.
Either because I heard yesterday that Tottenham were thinking about paying a €65 million fee for him. Like, I'm sorry, how are Tottenham able to do that again?
Because they got £175 million off the government.
Probably, yeah. Without Chelsea, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Do you know what? I'd love scoring at Arsenal. I really would. Like, the guy is mint. He really is. Imagine him next to Gabriel. I know that's a pipe dream, but bloody hell. I mean, oh boy.
Let's see who scored for Chelsea anyway, because they're playing, as I said, they're 2-0 up. Let's see, because obviously they made a big deal of Thiago Silva as well today.
Is he playing, is he?
I'm having a look now. It's half time, so might as well. Brighton are now 2-0 up.
Abraham and Havertz.
Havertz have scored against Barnsley.
Yeah.
The thing is, the Chelsea fans are going, "Oh, he's finally scored, Havertz. He's here, he's arrived, yeah." It's Barnsley, for fuck's sake. Of what league?
Wait till he scores against Premier League opposition.
They used to play in the Premier League years ago.
In 1998.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, so I'm sad. Spurs are paying 150k a week for Rory McIlroy. If you get it, you get it. Yeah.
I thought they were paying half of his wages. I thought he was on like 600k a week.
Yeah, I think it's 300k. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to be paying. They're paying more than 150.
I mean,
they're paying. I heard today from the. I think it was on the Ornstein podcast that they're paying 40% of his salary, which is 600 grand a week.
That's still not, yeah. No,
I mean, when you look at the whole thing, it really is a bad deal all around. Because, I mean, all right. First of all, it's not a permanent deal. Secondly, this isn't the Gareth Bale of 2013.
No.
Like, if this was. If Spurs were signing that Gareth Bale, I'd be genuinely worried because that Gareth Bale was mint, right?
Yeah.
But this Gareth Bale, I don't know what Real Madrid have done to him, but he looks half the player he was.
Yeah.
They haven't played him. They just don't play him.
That's because he's only played half the time. I think that's the problem, isn't it? He's not got the rhythm.
Yeah,
and it could go either way, but his injury record has been terrible. And I'm just hoping that
his injuries have played a part. Absolutely.
Also,
that'd be hilarious if he gets injured first game.
Well, he's not match fit, is he? So he's not going to play for a couple of weeks.
Well, he's not match fit. He's not available until November, apparently. No. Imagine though, if paying £20 million for a loan of an ex-player that's coming back on a loan, and your fans then turn up outside your training ground, all gathering, having a fucking party, basically, whilst he's driving past.
I know.
No social distancing, no face masks, no nothing.
You know what? I mean, talking about that, how on earth did the West Ham game go ahead yesterday when their manager arrived at the ground and a couple of other people and got diagnosed with COVID, and they immediately went home, or went into isolation, but the match carried on. I mean, I can't understand that at all.
No.
Yeah, you would have thought they would have just considering the first time it happened when Arteta got it, that was it. It was shut down, wasn't it? That was it.
Yeah, literally.
Exactly, and we played West Ham a few days before.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said someone yesterday. I said we may have problems because we've just played them.
You
know what? I mean,
we had tests on Monday. Negatives.
If the season gets cancelled again, it's gonna be horrendous. I mean, it's anything bloody, any joy in the world at the moment whatsoever. The fact that it's cancelled, might as well just end it all now. Drop the nuclear bomb on the island.
Don't put your head in the oven just yet, mate. You'll be all right.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what though? The whole thing is just ridiculous, if you ask me. I haven't listened to the news or watched the news for months.
I'll just switch off a minute because it's so it's repetitive and it's so negative. It just gets you down. If you watch it on and on, you drive yourself fucking mad.
You would, wouldn't you? If you had the news channel on 24/7, you would just.
I'll be dead.
It would drive you in. It would drive you mad.
It would. Yeah.
Oh, what is it? Oh, that's why during lockdown, I did as a man and Andrew says there. Didn't watch any news. I literally anything like comedy wise, anything that does take the things off, brighten my mood up. So I don't fucking go do daddy. I was having it on, doing things, and doing things like this on this channel as well.
Mm.
Well, I mean, imagine if the winter's coming now. I feel like I'm sounds like Game of Thrones, but 10 degrees colder today than it was yesterday. It's pouring down the rain. It's dark when I come home, and then if the football gets cancelled and all, and we all have to stay indoors. I mean, Jesus Christ, talk about that SAD disorder, that seasonal affectiveness disorder. I mean, have that like times 100.
I totally get that. Yeah, if we had to, if we had a lockdown in winter, I think it would be.
Oh, Jesus!
Well,
I just can't bear the thought.
We've got idiots again though. As of this week, a week had just gone, and we went into Costco and all that round where we are, and people were panic buying again. This is Costco, and but fair play to Costco. People put Costco because of obviously the spiking, obviously the thing of the virus in the area and all that. They're making people queue outside again, so it's like one by one, sort of, so everyone's social distance inside the store. But panic buy is absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, my brother's ears not happy. Once again, Arsenal screw my football bet up again. And there's a bit in depth into this because at the weekend he put in his bet Arsenal to win both halves. And obviously, just before half time,
just before half time, wasn't it? Yeah.
And obviously goes on the second half. Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, my life.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I blame Colin. He's Scottish.
Do you know what? I'm glad you picked that up, right? Sam, I swear. Listen, me and you are cool, mate, but bloody hell, don't do that, all right? Don't do that. No. As far as that Ozil comment goes, I'm sorry, Ozil ain't world class anymore. I don't give a shit. He ain't world class. He may be world class in 2012? That was 8 years ago. Okay.
When he had Ronaldo alongside him.
Exactly.
Yeah, Ronaldo didn't want him to leave, did he?
Yeah.
No, of course he didn't. He set up all his goals for him.
Yeah.
But as my brother was saying, all we had to do is score one goal, and obviously in the first half, and then score in the second half, he would have had a return of £360 basically.
Do you know what? That should teach you a lesson, bro. Don't bet on Arsenal.
I never put Arsenal in my bet. Never.
Don't bet on Arsenal. It will only come back to bite you in the ass.
Although I did in the FA Cup final when we went 1-0 down. I thought, we'll have some of that.
Yeah.
Well,
we're about 8-1, so I was right.
I know. I was really before the season kicked off. Obviously, with the way that we were looking at the back end of last year, we were 200-1 with one bookies to win the league, and I was like, oh God, I'm so tempted. I know. I'm glad, well,
even a pound on it would be all right, wouldn't it?
Well, exactly. I wish I had. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I live in Leicestershire now, and obviously, when they won the league, famously it was 5,000-1. There's a lot of people around here that had money on it, and one of the lads I know from around here, he cashed out at 28 grand, but with a few weeks to go in the season. He's gutted because I think he could have won 50 or something, 50 quid. Sorry, 50 grand. But he can't grumble with 28, can he, really?
28,000 is still good money. That's not to be sniffed at.
But seriously, a lot of people won a hell of a lot of money on that from this around this area. They all put money on it every season.
No, what was it? There's a guy. I would put the message on the screen, but it takes up the whole screen as we saw before. Saying that I do wonder why you guys not talking about the Ozil situation with us. We did mention this, by the way, earlier on in the stream. Chaffee.
We're never going to see him in an Arsenal kit ever again.
No,
he's not playing today. He's not going to play at all, is he?
Yeah, we did touch. As I said, we did touch on this earlier on in the stream. So if you want to go back later, that'd be fun.
Same with Guendouzi. We're never going to see him in an Arsenal kit ever again.
Here's the thing I get, right? Basically, all right, Ozil's on 350 grand a week, right? Basically, to sat on his arse to play Fortnite, yeah?
Yeah.
like, to me, I just,
All right.
Did he go to extra time and penalties, Rich, or not?
Just
No
penalties.
extra time.
No extra time. It's
I
penalties.
was talking about your game.
Oh no, it was,
Oh,
no. It was tucking it down with rain, so I've had to dry off, which has taken me ages.
Yeah.
You haven't missed much, put it that way.
No, it's
No,
still
I
nil-nil.
don't. I've got to see here it's 0-0. I've just done a report on my channel. I didn't even watch most of the first half, so I've made it up, but it sounded all right.
You're right, Rich.
By the way,
It's on the
guys,
BBC website.
for anyone that's watching, if you're watching us on YouTube, go into the description. Both Colin's channels are in the links in the description. Richard's channel is in the description. Andrew's channel is in the description. Go give them a subscribe and smash the notification button so you don't miss their content as well.
Thank you, mate. Hang on.
Definitely.
Where's Andrew gone anyway?
I'm here. I'm just.
He's lying on
had
his
a
back.
I've had a half-time fag.
Oh.
I'm back.
Someone said it's on
Yeah.
the Leicester City YouTube channel or something. I couldn't find it.
Really?
We've all
Oh,
had to
really?
pay £10 for the privilege.
I wouldn't be doing that.
Of course. We've all paid £10, of course.
What we should have done was we
I've-
should have
I've
paid
got-
£10 between us and put a screen share.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I think it might be illegal, but
Yeah, we get a few viewers on YouTube, wouldn't we?
We might do.
You know what?
Would have been worth it actually. But anyway, I've got a stream, so I'm not bothered.
Yeah, we go back.
Just coming back out of the tunnel now, my one.
I'm on adverts at the minute.
They've kicked off.
Players on the pitch, yeah.
Well, we kicked off, have we?
right.
They're still coming out. They're still just standing at the edge of the tunnel on my stream.
Yeah, kicked off now, yeah, on my stream.
I've got 3 different things on the go here, so I'm just quickly check on. So I can get one that's a bit further ahead on the telly box.
No changes, by the way, so from either side.
We've got quite a strong team, actually, haven't we? I think experienced team.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Yeah.
No, where's Morgan? I tell you what, he's put on a few pounds, hasn't he? Jesus Christ.
Mm.
He looks really overweight.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what I like. Leicester have got a player in their midfield, a young lad. He's called Dewsbury Hall. He sounds like a landmark, doesn't he?
It does. It sounds like a place where you go and get married.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Somewhere where you stay for the weekend, isn't it? I'm going to Dewsbury Hall for the weekend.
Yeah.
At the moment, of course, because you're not allowed because it's banned.
I know, but the thing is, he's got one of those stupid moustaches as well. I don't know what it is with these players nowadays. These young players have grown a moustache like.
He went to public school, that dude. There's absolutely no doubt about it. Looking at him and his name, he definitely went to public school. He should be playing rugby, actually.
3.2 fighter pilot.
I think he's probably got a
Pilot,
someone on the bench called Mr. Chumley Warner, probably as well.
That's his uncle.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to Dewsbury Hall now. I need to find out where it is. It sounds like it should be in Oxfordshire. I'm sure there's Dewsbury's in Oxfordshire, isn't it? We need to go there.
Yeah.
Sounds like a right laugh.
There's a bit of a spa weekend.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Sam and Brendan need to behave themselves, by the way, in the chat. No arguing today.
No. No.
There's a reason why other people ain't on this channel anymore for that reason, so.
Well, I've got to play out
now.
No comment. Don't know.
Kick. It's lovely.
Oh, right.
Oh.
I'll say, Rich, as well. One of the Leicester players looks like he's out of Cypress Hill. You missed that bit. Keep your eyes open for him.
Oh, I like Cypress Hill.
Yeah. So when the shit goes down, he'll be all right. You've got to be ready.
And what's his name? Chowdhury's got good hair as well, hasn't he? I do like his hair. He's got the best afro since Jackson 5, hasn't he?
Yeah. It looks a bit. Yeah, I thought William was playing for them at one point as well.
Oh dear, brother and Sam having their own little debate in the chat over Ozil. So,
Oh boy.
Ozil's not getting picked for this game. He's not getting picked again, is he? Quite clearly.
No. Well, the old David Luiz was bombing down the left wing then.
Well, neither's Guendouzi, so there you go. That says it all.
Exactly. Like,
I mean, it should speak volumes.
Both of them are done, but for different reasons. Ozil's done because he doesn't contribute anything, and Guendouzi's done because of his attitude. Simple as that.
I never thought really Guendouzi really offered very much, to be honest.
No,
he's
apart from good hair.
Him and his dad, David Luiz, yeah.
Apart
Great
from
hair.
winning the ball back, that's all he's good at. Like,
He never progressed the ball or anything. He would never.
He didn't. He would just win it back and then lay it off to somebody else. That's all he's good at.
Excuse me.
What Leicester have got, I don't know what player he is, but they've got a player that looks exactly like Thomas Partey as well.
Oh.
What is it? What was it? Amarte? Is that the one?
I honestly don't know because I haven't seen your name on the back of his shirt yet, but his face looks exactly like him.
How's Pepe been playing?
We've not been using the right wing again. We're loading up on the left-hand side.
No
Why do you think Pepe?
Yeah, he's not. He's not. He's just not been in the game really because we're more or less on the left.
It's not his fault though, is it?
Everything's going through Saka and Nelson.
The thing is, he's going to get slated again. If he don't do anything in this game, people will be on his back again. It's not his fault.
No.
I haven't with him because I haven't got any of my own, so I can appreciate everybody else's.
Oh dear.
Just takes me back to the 1980s when I had some.
Chappers is the best one about hair. He's well funny. He's going on about hair all the time.
My brother again in the chat saying Guendouzi in the shop window, maybe a con man shop window.
Well, he doesn't want to be in the shop window because you can't go shopping anymore because they've brought in new restrictions.
He'd be like a mannequin in the window, just standing there, not doing nothing.
That's Hector Bellerin.
Oh, I can see you on about now. Yeah, he's at the phone for Leicester. I can see what you say about him knocking up Partey. Yeah,
He really does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's exactly the same facial features.
That might be why we haven't bought him yet because they got confused playing in this game against each other.
Well, that's
so we'll probably sign him tomorrow once this game's out of the way.
I found one. I'm on 51, 46, 47, 48 now. How far am I behind you, lot?
You're 45 seconds behind me.
Yeah, I'm only on 48 minutes, 49 minutes now.
That's good. I found a decent stream where I've caught up a little bit now.
No, I've only got this 48. I'm miles behind.
Di Maria has just been given a 4-game ban in League One for spitting.
Yeah, he deserves it, doesn't he? He's lucky because it was supposed to be a maximum of 7.
Yeah.
He got away with it.
Who did he spit at?
Everyone, I think, by the looks, by the sound of it.
I found one that's a little bit further forward in the game.
Oh, that's a nice little ball, Pepe. Come on.
I'm on 53 minutes now. What's everyone else on?
53-25.
52-42.
I'm only just behind. I'll stick with this one then. The picture's very good.
Well, that was nice. Nice little bit of footwork by Nelson there, little back heel. We're playing all right at the moment, this little spell.
It's the best spell we've had of the game, I think. In possession, anyway.
I still think, I said it a few months ago on one of my shows, I still think that Maitland-Niles, because of his stature and the way he plays and his ability and the size of him, I think he could be trained and coached into the Thomas Partey role, personally. I think he could be that kind of player if he learns the position.
Yeah, I agree with that. I really do.
Yeah.
I've said that for a while, actually.
Well, he might have to, since we can't afford to buy Thomas Partey. So.
Well, he's already made. He's got everything that he.
This is what I don't
He's
understand.
literally.
This assumption that we
Look
can't.
at, I mean, the pace of him. Then look, he got that crossroad really well played, but
He's got
everything.
Oh, that's good.
He's got everything to be a success in that role. I think he really has. Box to box, powerful midfielder.
Well, I don't know. I'm not convinced about that. He's a
He'll need to
decent
bulk up a little bit.
He's a decent right back. I'll give him that. Why is it every time I find a dream that's actually in good time, it just keeps going stupid?
No, I was going to say,
Anyway.
if we had to choose, because the questions we put to me and some of you guys before on the other channels.
Thomas Partey, 100%. I know what you're going to ask.
Yeah, Colin.
We've waited 15 years for a Vieira replacement. I know he's not a Vieira replacement exactly, but why pass up the opportunity to finally get someone to fulfil a Vieira role in the team? Why would we do that?
Almost that shot.
We've got to, because at least we could then release a few more midfielders to go further forward. We need someone to shore up in front of the defence.
Who's to say we can't get both, though?
Oh no, exactly, yeah, but it's just a question: which one would you have if you could only have one? And for me, it's Thomas Partey all day.
Well, the thing is, though, this is what people get twisted, right? Because there's this assumption that we can't afford that we can't afford.
Yes, good enough.
That we can't afford one or the other. But
oh my God,
the problem is wages would be the stumbling block. That's the issue we've had for a long time.
Well,
I think it's an own goal.
When all the Thomas Partey stuff kicked off, really seriously, that we were after him, he was on. It was reported. I still haven't seen the goal yet. He was on 70 grand a week, right, Thomas Partey? We were going to double his wages to 140.
Double his wages with a 50% tax on it.
Yeah, it's an own goal for me, but Pepe did all the work there. Fair play to him.
Yes, come on, Pepe. That's what we want, boy.
I know, exactly.
More of that.
Spark him into life.
Come on!
Get in, son. Well done. Well done. That's a lot of determination there.
Oh, it was Fuchs.
Sorry, Sam, what's you saying, Sam?
God, he's exactly like Thomas Partey. Jesus. Unbelievable.
Yeah, so we were going to double Thomas Partey's wages, but then he'd have to pay 50% tax. So he'd be getting the same money.
No, that was actually reported by reputable.
That was silky smooth by Pepe.
Yeah, he's on 70 grand a week, Thomas Partey.
Yeah.
And we were going to double it to 140. And now, all of a sudden, everyone's reported that we're going to have to pay over 200 grand a week. So it's just a load of rubbish. You can't believe everything you read, you hear.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't his goal technically, but I'm pleased for him because he made it,
He made it, didn't he? So
exactly, yeah. So I hope
Here's the thing, right? People have this notion
Oh, what a ball!
that Pepe, because of the price tag, is a flop. No, it couldn't be. That couldn't be any further than.
I mean, look at his pace now. Look, he's clear. He's rapid. He threw his arms up in the air. No one's finding him. He threw his arms up in the air then after making a really good run.
Oh, we've got a ball back again. Go on, Pepe, take him on.
Hopefully that'll Pepe him up a bit.
Yeah. We need the Pepe talk.
What you saying now, Sam? Huh? What you saying now? Pepe crap. I don't think
Even Richard will be positive about him. They'll love it.
He's literally still saying he's crap. He crossed it to a Leicester player. He's crap.
Oh my God. Bro, come on.
Oh. I'll tell you what, we're playing all right now. I'm liking the look of Nelson today as well, to be honest. He's been quite lively.
Nelson's had a lot of the ball.
Yeah.
He's looked threatening.
Saka's had a good game.
Yeah. There you go, Colin. Have a discussion.
What's he saying now? I can't be arsed.
Pepe has no right foot. Willian is 10 times better.
Mate. Do you know what?
He's winding you up. I wouldn't get drawn into it, to be honest. Don't get drawn into it.
He's on a wind up, yeah.
Mate,
They don't even really play the same positions, though. It's not really a
exactly. It's not
fair comparison, but there you go.
It's not even worth it. Like,
nah.
Honest to God, Sam, we're good, mate. I'm not even arsed. Like, think what you want.
Oh, that was a nice one, Nelson. Did you see that? Well, you can't. It's so annoying that we're not on the same time. Because lovely bit of skill.
My stream's now frozen. Oh no, it's 6 forward.
You get paid 10 to get it to freeze.
No.
You paid a 10 and it's frozen.
No, we didn't pay at all. We winded him up.
No, don't worry out.
No, because obviously Carabao Cup there on their website, the Carabao website, you could watch this. You watch this one game for £10. It's one game.
No, I saw that. Yeah.
I saw it on Facebook. So I looked at the comments. It's just negativity. Like, watched Newcastle last week. It didn't play at all.
25 for a ticket, wouldn't we?
No, but the fact is, people are complaining because literally in the last week, people wanted to watch like the games like Newcastle games, things like that. They played for it, and then it weren't working. And they tried to talk in the customer service going, "Oh, we're so sorry, da, 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 da." And as soon as they mentioned, "I want a refund," because obviously the game's pretty much done by then. Oh no, went quiet, and they're still fighting for a refund as we speak for something for a service they didn't really get. So I'm like, no way am I paying £10 for that. If it's a good service they were supplying, then fair enough.
To be fair, I wouldn't pay to watch any of it on telly.
I don't even pay that for Now TV, let alone Carabao website or anything.
I've got a stream from BN Sports anyway, so there you go.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, mine's on BN Sports.
Let's bring that up. Oh dear.
Oh, it's actually Pepe shot at the post. He hit the post, back, and hit the defender.
Yeah, came back. The keeper saved it, and it came back.
Yeah. Scrappy goal, but who cares?
Apparently, Pepe's not good enough. Apparently, just saying.
Someone's on the wind up.
Trust me, lads. He'll do well this season. He will.
Oh, exactly. The ball was a cup. As we touched on it before, the cup final showed that the fucking goal was on fire that game. The goal that got disallowed. What a goal that was! Even though it disallowed, what a goal! First time hit.
See, the thing with Pepe, right, is he does the odd flash moment of brilliance, and then he does nothing for half an hour, and then another moment of brilliance, and that's what he does. He's that sort of.
All great players. All great players are like that.
Yeah,
well, great players influence a game for a lot of the time. Great players, good fans players do stuff 5 minutes at a time, a bit like Ozil.
Nah, but come on, no. You're basing that off the fact that Pepe's surrounded by great players here. Pepe's surrounded by utter trash. Let's be real about it, right? When you look at the players that we've got, right, how many of them realistically are Arsenal level? I can count maybe 2 or 3, right?
Maybe Pepe's at Arsenal level. Have you thought about that? Maybe.
Yes, he is Arsenal level. Yes, he is. The problem is, right, when you look at what Pepe's done in big games, because let's be honest about it, Pepe was a big reason as to why we won the FA Cup in the first place, right? You put Pepe in a Manchester City or a Liverpool, how many goals would he get? I reckon he'd get more than he would playing for us.
Yeah, but to be fair, I'd probably score 5 a season playing for Man City.
Oh, come off it, mate.
You just got to stand in the 6-yard box and you'll get some tapping.
Well, they had that conversation on the Guardian Football Weekly, didn't they? I think recently. I don't know if you listened to that.
Again, I'm not saying Oba is trash. Oba's one of the players in this side that's not trash.
He's on the wind up all of a sudden.
I know.
He got what, he got 20 minutes left of work. He has. So
I think I'll give Maddison's hair probably a 2 or 3 out of 10 because it's horrendous, and his beard's even more horrendous.
Who cares what his hair looks like? He's a majestic footballer.
Maddison?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
I'm not convinced about him. Like,
I think. Oh, come on! Now I know you're on the wind up. Everyone would take Maddison in this side. Absolutely, I know I would.
exactly.
He's best mates.
He's an influencer.
He's the best mates with Jack Grealish, and I'd probably rather have Maddison's best mate, Jack Grealish, to be honest.
Yes, he Grealish. I don't really see what's great about him.
Well, he's just got
good hair.
He runs he can run a game.
He's got great hair.
In a better team,
He'd put his socks up though.
He'd be a lot better. He's trying to do everything for Villa, and I think if he had better players around him, he'd show his class.
Come on, Pepe.
Oh dear. But here we are 1-0 up with 25 minutes to go.
Yeah.
That's injury time.
We'll have to play Liverpool next round.
On Monday, Monday night, 8 o'clock.
No, next round of this. We play Liverpool next round of this.
Yeah.
Are they playing tonight, Liverpool? They're playing tomorrow. Excuse me.
Tomorrow, I think.
Have a look.
They're not playing tonight.
Yeah.
They're playing Lincoln, so they'll win.
Oh,
they put their under-16s out, wouldn't they?
Oh, talking of he's coming up.
Chelsea are winning 5-0, by the way.
Oh, come on, Pepe. Oh, was that a foul? Come on.
Newcastle are winning 6-0.
Yeah, no, Chelsea are currently 5-0 up, and Kai Havertz has got a hat-trick against a championship side. Woohoo!
Oh, you'll get all the plaudits tomorrow.
So
all the newspapers will be Havertz has arrived. Yeah, love it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Iwobi scored tonight, by the way. It's currently Fleetwood 2, Everton 3. Iwobi would do latest goal in that.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, good.
Who scored for Newcastle then if they're 6-0 up? I wonder who's got their goals.
Joe Linton scored 2 in the half.
Joe Linton scored 2. Almiron, Murphy, Hayden, former Gooner himself.
Morecambe did have a player sent off in the first half. So
and Lascelles, 33rd minute, but Morecambe player got sent off. But yeah, Joe Linton 2, Almiron, Murphy, Isaac Hayden, and recently Lascelles.
Yeah.
I remember having high hopes for Isaac Hayden when we still had him, when he was in the under-23.
I'd say I'm glad that Luke Ayling's actually made it at Leeds. I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
I mean, if Joe Linton's bagging 2 against you, you can't be that good.
Well, I reckon now they've got what's his name from Bournemouth. I think he might be all right now because that Joel Linton, because he could play the big man role next to him, couldn't he? Just be the one that sort of holds up play and knocks headers down to him and stuff.
Yeah.
Because he's never a centre forward. He just needs to be a nuisance and be a big man for him to play off, doesn't he?
Do you know what? Part of that is who they've got as manager. Like, honestly, I think if they had Rafa Benitez, they would be in a much better position than they are now.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, he gets a bad rep, though, doesn't he, old Steve Bruce? He don't do too bad, but...
No, he didn't do too bad, but there was games last season where I watched him and I was just like, you know, I just didn't see what he was trying to do. Like,
Rafa Benitez is...
right at the start of last season, that was unforgivable. That I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
He's a different level than the old Rafa Benitez as a manager, but
Tactically as well, he's literally the team that he inherited and he had to have in the Championship and then come back in the Premier League. It wasn't really backed properly by Mark Ashley either. So they keep him in the Premier League.
You know what, lads? I would like to look at Mike Ashley's account books, right, and see how much Joe Linton actually cost, because I seriously doubt he cost 40 million. Like, there's no way that happened.
No, of
They
course.
probably trainers and that, I reckon.
The club they bought him from literally couldn't believe it. They got that amount for him. They got the bunting out and made a little buffet to celebrate. I think.
Or was it even the West Ham last year with Haller? Or was it 40 mil for him, 35, 40 mil for him as well? But he came with a good.
That's the thing. Yeah, but he was only good because he was a part of a playing in a 4-4-2 formation alongside Jovic, wasn't he? And you take one of those two out who work well together, they're no good on their own. It's just just stupid. If you're going to buy Haller, you need to have someone alongside him that played the Jovic role.
40
mil.
Brother says 40 mil.
Like Jovic has done nothing, has he, at Madrid either?
No. Oh.
See, if West Ham could get Jovic on loan, I think they might be all right. But I wouldn't suggest that to them, of course, because I want them to go down.
Well, to be fair, I think if West Ham played the way they did against us, I don't think they'll have any problems avoiding relegation.
It's not in response to my brother. We're not saying he's not great with it, but what we're saying is he works better in a formation where it's two up front, so it's literally working off someone. Well, it seems in the Premier League on his own, with the system West Ham play, doesn't work for him.
He can't play on his own up front. No chance.
And once upon a football was also asking sell or keep Guendouzi. Everyone knows my opinions on the matter. So, you guys, what are your opinions? You all the same with mine, or would you keep him?
Oh yeah,
sell him, get rid of him.
We haven't missed him, have we?
No.
I'll just quickly say it again because I've said it 100 times, but I was really looking forward to him working under Arteta and getting trained and coached by Arteta. But that's all gone now. He needs to go because of his attitude, and he's finished at Arsenal. But I had high hopes for him when Emery left, thinking that he could become a really good player under Arteta, but he's thrown that chance away.
Yeah. What I'll say about Guendouzi, right, is he had, when he first came in under Emery, he looked amazing. Like, he really did. But he was given too much too soon. And I think him playing week in, week out, it made his ego a bit too big. if that makes any sense.
Well, can I say one thing on that? It's the exact thing, right? When he just after he joined, he had his 18th birthday, I think, or it might have been his 19th. I can't remember. But I remember I've told this story before, but this was really soon after we signed him, and then there was pictures on the internet of him leaning out the window of a big stretch limo, like lording it up, with loads of women around him and all that as well. And I tweeted it, and I said, "Oh my God, that's not a good sign." And then that video disappeared very quickly. I couldn't find it at all then. And that initial thing stuck with me. But I've been proven right. He thinks as soon as he signed for Arsenal, he thought he'd made it straight away, and it just showed his attitude. And it just shows you now that was the right thoughts at the time.
Yeah, he's got that Rabiot kind of attitude about him, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely. Players at his age aren't they don't have to earn it anymore, do they? They don't have to earn their career.
No. A question from Once Upon a Football. I think we did touch on this before, but he's asking, so I'll put it up in here. Partey or Aouar? I feel we need a real workhorse as a CDM, as we do have Ceballos, who plays a lot like Aouar. And Partey is class at defending, and his work rate is insane. That's okay. We touched on it before. We do need
to about that, right? I mean, okay, yeah. Ideally, you'd want Partey out of the two because he just adds something that Torreira doesn't. Because I feel like Torreira doesn't know his role, but with Aouar, I feel like he's more creative than Ceballos is.
Yeah.
I don't agree. I don't agree. He's more dynamic and he's got more pace. But I don't think he's more creative. Because it depends how you define creative. Because you don't have to be. It can be loads of different ways that you can create something. And I think that if we bought Partey, that means we could push Ceballos further forward. Not in a number 10, but a bit further. Off the line.
Yeah.
And Kefi off the line. Jeez.
Oh, you're miles behind me. I saw that ages ago.
Yeah, sorry, no. Jeez. But yeah, that means you can push Ceballos, and he can create that bit of space and put the through balls through, like he does for the Spanish under-21s. So it doesn't have to be like totally different players, but I think that Ceballos has got loads of technical ability, which he's not being able to utilise at the moment because he's got to play so deep.
Yeah, and play with Xhaka.
Yeah, I'm not saying he doesn't have, a technical ability, but I'm only basing that off what I've seen of him in an Arsenal shirt because, naturally, I don't watch the Spanish under-21s. And given what I've seen of Aouar, granted it's glimpses, but more specifically the City game in the Champions League, he bossed them, man. He absolutely bossed them.
He did. He had a fantastic game. He had a really, really good game. But he's had the...
Ceballos is coming on.
Oh, cool.
I just
think that if we only had the choice of one, Partey's much more important because at least we have got other players we could push up front, and play a bit more of an attacking role, like Willian, for example, as well. You've got him; he could play that role in between the midfield and strikers. So it wouldn't be the end of the world, but we've been waiting for so long for someone like Partey.
Yeah. Jose Perez coming on.
Dewsbury Hall's gone off. I've just made a booking there. I'm going to go there for a nice, relaxing weekend.
I was just looking now to find out how much it is.
It's very expensive, but I'm worth. You've got to treat yourself every now and then.
Yeah, you'd have to wear a mask though.
I don't think you do, actually. I think you don't
Have
have
you
to.
actually we need to Google it. Well, I wonder if there is an actual place called Dewsbury Hall. That would be real funny.
It must be. It's got to be. It'd be in
It's
Oxfordshire.
got to be, isn't there? Yeah, either that or like a little hamlet in Yorkshire or something.
Oh,
Norfolk.
Yeah, Norfolk's a good shout. Oh, that's well done. Oh, bit of playable work.
This is a good question for Mark. Once upon football's asking, when Aubameyang does leave or retires or whatever, end of his contract, should we sign someone? Will Martinelli and Kelly or Saka take over? Uber's a big part,
Definitely.
and the board has to be aware he has 2 feeders at the top level left. We have to prepare.
Martinelli's 100% definitely going to be good enough before he finishes.
we should sign, right? If Aubameyang leaves in the next 2 or 3 years, right? It's real simple. Lautaro Martinez. I know it's unrealistic, but he's the ideal Aubameyang replacement.
I've got so much faith in Martinelli to be one of the best players in the world.
Yeah, I think Martinelli will be up front by then. I think his future's up front.
Assuming he doesn't have an injury. Yeah.
Yeah, or Barcelona, or PSG don't come in for him.
I genuinely think he's got the Arsenal bug. He just seems that way, doesn't he? He seems like he gets it. He seems like he really fits in, and I can't wait for him to come back. I genuinely think he's going to take off properly, like an Mbappe type of career.
Martinelli genuinely feels like a street footballer, like in the sense that he'll just run for days and just won't he'll press you just out of annoyance. Like
an Mbappe type of, he's got it all, doesn't he?
Like a Luis Suarez type. Because when I watch him, his runs are, and I'm don't get me wrong, I'm not comparing him to Luis Suarez in the slightest, but his runs, his runs are eerily similar of Suarez when he was at Liverpool.
That was close.
It's free kick you're on about.
Yeah. Perez got some
About to take him, and I froze again.
Gosh, that was close.
Ceballos.
That's a terrible.
Ceballos has had all his hair cut off.
Oh, who was that? Eddie? Was that Perez?
Yeah.
Great.
But you're seeing the replay. He heads it away from the goal.
God, come on.
I don't want penalties, so they can go away.
No. I like Jose Perez. I really do. He's come such a long way since he was at Newcastle. He just fits into Leicester completely.
Why did Willian just push over this Cypress Hill bloke?
Yeah.
Just literally shoved him to the floor, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, have anyone been really enamoured by Leicester tonight? Because they haven't really. I know it says they're beating like ours. They haven't really done nothing tonight, really. Looked threatening on anything.
No. Apart from when they hit the post, that was it, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Been a bit.
Yeah, my brother's also saying in the chat, response to you, Colin, he has a buyout clause of 700 mil, so you won't be getting him any. He might be. He's responding to Once Upon a Football saying about Felix, so I won't be getting him anytime soon. Yeah, but after, it'll be realistic. And no, Felix is a good few years away from Premier League. If he was to come anyway, there's no guarantee of that. Plus, he's playing at Atletico.
He's got to be one of the biggest flops so far, isn't he, João Felix?
Well, I think
really,
100 million for the kid. That's
120, I think, wasn't it? 120 they paid.
Yeah. Fresh on that.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Well, we ain't. You don't hear about him, do you? You don't. He's not exactly setting the world alight. So.
In fact, I did a watch-along in the Leipzig for the Atletico Leipzig game, and until they came on, Atletico weren't doing much. So he came on in the system Simeone set up for that game, And he changed the game for Atletico. The next question: What was that? What was
Why didn't he start?
why didn't he start? Especially you've got Diego. No disrespect again, an aging Diego Costa who hasn't got the same impetus as what Felix is, because Felix is younger, hungrier, and faster. Let's be honest, more clinical, more threatening.
Yeah.
I think it's saying something to Diego Costa when Atletico looks to be getting Luis Suarez for free, basically.
Mm.
Well, I don't know. I was listening to, I think it was a Totally Football podcast earlier, and they were talking about the possibility of him up front with Diego Costa. And because he runs 32, runs 33, and someone, wrote in and said, "Oh, that looks a bit tasty," sort of thing, making a bit of a joke about Luis Suarez obviously biting people. It's like Diego Costa has got a metal plate in his head, and seriously, he's got a metal plate in his head apparently. Yeah. And James Richardson said, "What, like Jaws out of Bond?" He said, "No." It's quite funny the way he said. But then he said he's not been the same player since. He's like he's too scared to head the ball anymore. And why did he just retire at his age? He's not exactly going to be short of a few bob, is he?
He's looked that age since he was 10, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he has. Yeah, exactly. That's what. He's got a dodgy passport, I reckon. But,
he's not.
He looked about 30 when he was 17, didn't he?
2015, like he was awful for that season for Chelsea. Like and since then he's fallen off a cliff. Whereas with Luis Suarez for them now, like, I mean, with them selling Morata to Morata going on loan to Juve, I'm guessing with an option to buy him or not. Like Suarez partnering up with Felix in that formation that Simeone likes to use. You'd have Suarez who could hold the ball up, but you could also have Felix running on to the end of things as well.
Yeah, sort of complement each other, yeah.
Yeah, one player I really, really want Arsenal to go after is, and I've said this loads of times on Twitter and that, Alexander Isak, his name is, and he plays for Real Sociedad. He was on loan. I don't know whether they've got him permanently now, but he was on loan from Borussia Dortmund. About 19, I think he is now. He looks like a future absolute star up front as well. And he's another possibility for someone to come in now, sort of around this sort of time, to replace Aubameyang eventually. He's got everything, that kid. And the only reason he's not still at Dortmund is because they ended up buying that Haaland. But yeah, he looks like he's got so much ability.
Haaland is unstoppable, though, isn't he?
He's incredible. He's like he's like an Ivan Drago character from Rocky IV. He's like made in a laboratory or something.
It's scary enough you say that. He's got the exact same characteristics of Ivan Drago.
Yeah, I must break you.
If he dies, he dies.
Exactly, yeah. Was lining up a penalty, like you're looking at the goalkeeper. If he dies, he dies. Gets in the way of the shot.
Yeah, we're in the 87th minute, by the way, guys, and Hetch has just come on as final sub for Bukayo Saka.
Yeah,
Still
so
1-0.
has gone over to the left, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, everyone I work with, they're all Leicester fans, and I told them so. I genuinely didn't think we were going to win this tonight. I didn't think we would. So it'd be a bit of a bonus, but
these sort of games are just really hard to call. You just don't know what teams are going to be put out. You don't have a clue.
No.
To be fair, lads, the effort levels have been there tonight. Like the last.
I think we've played all right. Yeah, I'm quite happy with the way we've played.
We've been the
Yeah, I
better
think we
team.
played quite well. Yeah, considering it's not a full strength team, is it?
No.
That's not our first team, no.
A lot of players sort of missing who generally would play. I mean, it's a stronger team than I was thinking we might play. But yeah, I think we played pretty well. Yeah. We deserve to win. I think we've been a better team.
It's like I was saying to Colin earlier. Sorry, it's like I was saying to Colin earlier. Literally, this usually, no matter who we get in this round of the cup, home or away, we usually we do a bit of experience and mainly youth. Where it's refreshing to see a second string get a run out and have a strong bench as well.
Yeah.
Why
I'm
annoyed. Sorry.
I'm a bit annoyed that obviously we've loaned out McGuinness to Ipswich, so because he looks from.
Well, I think it was good for this season, but I'd like to definitely keep hold of the kid. He looks a possibility for next season. That didn't need to. Considering we're going to be getting rid of Mustafi, Socrates, Louise at the end of this season, it'd be nice to have someone like him to come into the squad as a squad player.
When does Emil Smith-Rowe come back from injury?
A couple of weeks.
Yeah, according to the thing they put out yesterday, a couple of weeks away. A week away from full training, a couple of weeks from actually being able to be selected.
I've just seen that comment you put up. Once upon a football, he's really good, isn't he? He's got so much pace. That Alexander Isak.
All gone, Bellerin in the box. Oh, Ketia, yes. Or is it? Ketia, it's a goal.
That was a good ball from Pepe.
Get him.
That was a good ball.
Bellerin did well there.
Oh, Bellerin did really well.
Oh, yes, fantastic. Oh, I'm so happy for Nketiah.
What's annoying me about Hector Bellerin is he's got his t-shirt tucked in his shorts. That's really annoying me.
Well, he's another one with a moustache though as well. That really annoys me.
He's trying to copy Tierney with the old shirt tucking in.
But Tierney does it in a way where it's cool. Bellerin does.
Exactly.
Bellerin does it like he's at school.
Exactly. Bellerin does it in a way where he just looks like a twat. So
that's brilliant. Nice. I mean, I like goals like that.
What was
and that's what we need.
By the way, sitting down.
I just like it. I like
the definition of a scrappy goal, but who gives a fuck?
I love it. I really do. We haven't had a striker that scores goals like that. Cynthia and Wright. I don't think. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget we did have Francis Jeffers. Don't forget
Francis Jeffers.
He scored 2 goals now in he scored 2 goals back to back now.
I do not understand anyone that really criticises Eddie at all. So he gets written off so easily. It's a bit, no, he's not good enough for Arsenal. What do they base it on? His goal scoring record is actually really good. For England under 21s and whenever he's been on loan, and his goals per game for Arsenal, bearing in mind the amount of minutes he's actually had, it's good. He's a goal poacher, and I love him. I love Eddie.
Yeah, no, I love him. Yeah, he's growing on me a lot more. He was a bit weak, wasn't he, at the beginning when he first broke into the team? I felt physically he was getting pushed off the ball too easily. But now he seems to have got a bit more strength. He can hold the ball up better. And he's always going to score goals because he knows where to be, doesn't he? He's got that instinct to be in the right place.
He does. Yeah, exactly.
It's just showed there. He showed it on the Saturday against West Ham. And that's a great something to have. It's a great attribute to have, isn't it? And I always think he'll score goals, and with him in the team, he's going to be there to finish stuff off, and that's what we've been lacking, haven't we? We're 100%.
He's exactly the type of goal scorer we've been lacking for ages.
Yeah.
And
we always play good.
Do you remember that goal he scored? Was it against Everton last season when Saka did a lovely cross and he just started
the post?
Beautiful. And another one he scored, I think it was against Portsmouth, which was a lovely little, really a really lovely finish as well from close
That's
in
it,
the
boys.
6-yard
Full
box.
time.
Yeah, full time. Yeah, 2-0.
I think the issue with Eddie was that his debut, wasn't it? He scored. Was it 2 goals? Was
Scored a
it?
couple.
Two
Yeah.
goals.
And everyone thought, "Wow, here we go." And
Yeah.
after that, he just didn't sort of build on it for a while, did he?
When they got
I mean, you need a run of games, don't you? You only get form and confidence and when you've had a run of games.
I think
You
it would
never had that.
that like during that time, once he scored the goals that he did when he debuted, right? I think it was like his final ball was lacking a little bit, but he's improved on that definitely. Like he's 100% improved because sometimes final ball takes time to kind of grow into.
To be fair,
Plus he was only a kid as well, wasn't
he's not in the team for a final ball, is he? He's the one that puts the final ball in the net. He needs someone else to give him the final ball. That's what he's there for.
Yeah, he just needs to stick it in the net, doesn't he?
But I said that towards the back end of last season. He's a better goal scorer. I'm not saying he's a better all-round player at all, but he's a better goal scorer than Lacazette. And I said, but if he started in 2 similar teams at the beginning of a season, I bet you Nketiah would score more goals than Lacazette would. I know that Lacazette is not playing as a pure number 9 at the moment, but I just think Nketiah is a more natural goal scorer than Lacazette is, personally. But I'm happy to have them both. I'm not saying I don't like Lacazette, but he's doing a different role for the team at the moment, isn't he? But
yeah, Lacazette he's still scoring goals though.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and I'm not slating Lacazette at all. I just think they're different players. But I'm really pleased with that performance. I don't know about you, lads. I thought we
played well there. I thought we did well, considering we had a lot of normal first team players not playing. It was a bit of a different formation as well, wasn't it, to what we've been playing? So it was nice to see us play like we did, really, and get through to the next round. I mean, it's probably going to be Liverpool in the next round, and how serious are Liverpool going to take this competition? What's their lineup going to be like? If they play a team similar to last year when we played them, and if we play this sort of team we've played tonight, I think we'll win.
I do as well. I do. I don't think they'll put anyone.
It depends how seriously Liverpool want to take the competition. Hasn't he? A couple of times, so he'll want to win it because he's won one cup already. He'll want to win this, I think. So I think he'll play a really strong team against Liverpool, actually, and I think we could get through that, and then we've got a good run there.
It'll probably be virtually bang on the personnel that's playing tonight, wouldn't it? Really.
Well, I mean, it could be even stronger. But by the time we play the next round, we might well have added a couple of players to our squad. In which case, other players might be playing in this competition, to get minutes.
Yeah.
So we could have an even stronger team potentially. But let's wait and see. I mean, I'm delighted we've won this game. To be fair, because this is a cup we've not won this for years, have we? It'd be nice to win it again, wouldn't it?
93,
yeah. We won it. So it'd be really, really nice to win this again, or at least have a good go. I know we reached the final a couple of years ago. We got hammered, didn't we, by Man City? But we really have a go at it.
We can't forget as well. It's another away win. We just couldn't. We never won away for ages, did we? And Leicester, whatever side they put out, we're still beating them 2-0 away. You can't take that away from Arsenal, can you? It's getting better and better. It doesn't really matter where we play anymore. We just go and play our game, and we don't seem to fear anyone anymore. And do you know what? I mean, I'm not expecting anything much for Monday, but I swear, if we win on Monday, I mean, how good would that be? It would just. I can't even tell you how happy I'd be if we beat Liverpool on Monday. It would just be incredible.
Also, I think it's showing how far we've come, really, because last year we would have probably lost to Leicester.
Oh yeah, exactly. I think we lost 3-0 away to Leicester a couple of times on the trot, didn't we?
Yeah.
We looked horrendous. It was a different team.
Yeah, I mean,
but I fancy our chances on Monday, but we've beaten them the last 2 times we've played them. I just don't know whether with just 3 on the trot is a bit too much to even dream of, really.
I agree.
All right, lads. I'm going to shut off, but it's been, good watch along tonight. So
yeah, enjoyed that.
I'll see you soon, all right?
Take care, mate.
Take care, Colin. See you later, mate.
Just before we wrap things up, Sam says here, Laka can play a full sign and link up with midfield, where Nketiah is better playing more advanced in the leading line, on getting on the end of crosses. Nketiah is more of a natural finisher than Laka, like you said before.
Yeah, well, Nketiah is a 6-yard box player, isn't he? He's a penalty box player. He gets in great positions. He sticks the ball in the net. He's not so good at linking the play up as Lacazette is. No. He's not as good an all-rounder player, I don't think. He's got better at that, actually. I think his hold-up play's got a lot better over the last, probably since he's been coached by Arteta a bit more. But I think that side of his game's improved. And if he can improve that a bit more, then he's going to be an even more important player for us, isn't he? Because you can't beat a goal scorer. You know what I mean? You can't have you can't get better than a natural goal scorer in your team. And even if he doesn't start games, if he's going to come off the bench, in a tight game, like he did against West Ham, he came off the bench, got the winning goal. He's played a full game tonight, got a goal again. And he's a player that can give you that. And I think that through this season, that's going to be so important because Aubameyang isn't going to score every game. He just isn't, unfortunately, as much as we'd like him to. And when he doesn't score, we need other people to be able to step up and get us a goal. And that's exactly what happened on Saturday. We were struggling to get a goal. He came on and got one. And that's what he can bring us. And I think that he certainly deserves to be in the squad every single week at the minute. And he possibly deserves a few more starts in the Premier League as well, I would say. I don't think he'll start against Liverpool, if I'm honest. I think Lacazette will start on Monday.
Do you remember the run he had in the team the end of last season when he replaced Lacazette in the Premier League? And he scored a few goals, didn't he? And even in the games when he didn't score, he hit the crossbar twice in 2 games. Do you remember as well?
Yeah.
Do you know? One thing that I just don't really understand when you're talking about Nketiah is that he shouldn't be in the team to be working back and tracking back and playing through balls. He should purely be on the last man's shoulder and breaking into the box all the time to score goals, and that's it for Nketiah. And when he says he gets criticised for not doing enough around with the build-up play and all that, I think it's just silly because that's not what we need him for. Like you said, if he's perfect, if we could just use him for like be a professional super sub for the last 30 minutes if needs be, because he would just be perfect for that. Play the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer role for us. Because he could win us stuff with the goals and the threat he could pose teams in the last half hour. But I'd like to see him start more often as well. And just quickly going back to what Sam said before about Lacazette playing like the false 9 and a bit deeper, and Eddie could be up in front of him. Just one thing, but a good discussion point, just quickly. Lacazette's obviously got the 2 years left on his contract, and it's what we do with him as well. And because he's playing this sort of deeper role now, I think that he's not a specialist in that role, and he's trying really hard and working his socks off. And I really like him, and he's doing his absolute best in that particular role. But he's not a specialist there, so I'm wondering, personally, whether if we could sell him now because of the contract situation as well and his age, it's the last time possibility we could actually get any half decent money for Lacazette. Yeah, and I think that Willian and Pepe, well, not so much Pepe particularly, but Willian is a specialist in that sort of role that Lacazette is trying his best to play at the moment, or someone else like an ESR as well could also play that role.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? I think I would do that. I think I would, because he's 29 with just about 2 years left. I think Salah's got a last opportunity to actually sell him, and as much as I love the guy, I think we probably should, and I don't think we need to replace him, and that's the best part about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to agree with that. Yeah, in that sense, because like you said, if we did do that, we'd have to go out and buy a new like for like thing, because we've got players in the.
I don't think we do.
That's what I'm saying.
I really don't think we do. Yeah, I don't think he needs replacing. So it's money in the bank we could just put elsewhere. You know, as much as I just think at the moment, because if he is who he is, and we spent a lot of money on him, I think he's being shoehorned into the team. If you see what I mean, I don't think he's. You know, we feel like we should play him because he's Lacazette. You know, and we're not using him right. Anyway, so I just think it makes sense to cash in now. As much as I don't, you know, it's not a nice thing to.
Yeah, I don't think Arteta's a type that would play him unless he deserved to play. I think you have to prove to Arteta in training that you have to play. I don't think Arteta's afraid of dropping him.
He's done it before.
No, but he's working so hard, isn't he? He's deserving his place because he's working so damn hard. But there's no way he can get through in 90 minutes. He's pushed by about 60, isn't he? He's not a 90-minute player anymore because of the work rate he's putting in.
I think that's a problem with us as well, is that we just don't score goals from any other area of the pitch generally. It's just a Aubameyang. We do not create goals from any other place on the pitch, which is really frustrating for me.
I think that's where I totally hour as well. That's where that argument comes in about him, because he creates and he can score, help in midfield and get more goals in midfield. We do no matter what we do going forward, we do need to add our goals from midfield, like you've said. Otherwise,
I really want the ESR to get his chance when he's fit. I really do. I want to throw him in. I want him to play attacking midfield role, like an attacking number 8, like a Lampard type role, and I just think we should just let him go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think also with Emile Smith-Rowe, I think we will as well, because as I've touched on earlier in the stream, the amount of games we're going to be playing this season, over 60, assuming that everything goes well in this, that, and the other. You know, I've said it before. He's going to get chances in the cups and the League Cups and the FA, in the Europa League and the FA Cup later in the season. It's just about taking it and just letting him loose. There's also that moment just getting his fitness back up to where it needs to be, and not doing what Emmy used to do.
Annoying.
It's
so annoying the reason he's out. He's not even out. It's his bloody shoulder. So annoying. But I think I've put it on Twitter the other day. There's some reaction from people, obviously. But Kai Havertz has just been bought by Chelsea for what? How much did they get him for? 90 million in the end, or something like that. With 21.
90 mil plus a few He was shoved into a massive team, Borussia Dortmund, in 2016 he made his debut. 2016, 4 years ago, and he's 21 now. And look at him now, he's just been bought by a Premier League player for 90 million. And the thing was, his manager gave him some faith and trust and just persevered with him, let him make a few mistakes. But we could have a player, who's to say at this stage that Smith-Rowe isn't better than Kai Havertz, or at least as good? We don't know, do we? But we won't know in this. We put a load of trust in him, and us as fans actually back him. If he makes the odd mistake here or there, or puts the odd stray pass, or misses the odd goal, or whatever, we don't actually get on his back immediately and just let him develop. He could be one of the best players in the league. We don't know until we give him a chance. So I think he's got absolute bundles and bundles of potential and talent,
and I think we should just chuck him in and just let him develop and just let him blossom in our team.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think we will lose him because there's already, teams sniffing around him, like German teams and Monaco.
Yeah.
They're all after him, and that's not because he's crap.
No.
No.
It's because he's like. So why don't we try and develop and be like a Borussia Dortmund, especially considering they've got Nagelsmann, who's seen as one of the most exciting young managers out there, but we've got Arteta now, who's a similar type of guy, isn't he? And why don't we put our trust in a lot of younger players like they have?
It would be nice, but I think there's just too much competition in the Premier League.
But we can't compete, can we? That's the thing. If we could actually develop our own superstar young players, that is a different way of competing, because they could turn into players that could actually take us somewhere. Like, because Borussia Dortmund have been doing that for years, and they won the league 2 years on the trot. It can happen. But we can't compete financially with Man City and Liverpool, but maybe we can compete in a different way by being one of those teams that have got these exciting youngsters. It's the only way we can potentially do it, because otherwise we can do an awful lot with the quality of Arteta's coaching ability, and I've got loads of belief in that, because as you all know, I've got so much belief in Arteta, but it can only take you so far. But you never know. If you take a risk with some of these players like ESR, Saka, Martinelli as soon as he's fit, and just chuck them in, because I think they're ready. And Martinelli is older now than when Kylian Mbappe started setting the world alight.
Yeah,
and I think he's got as much ability potentially as well. But if you're old enough, you're good enough, as the old saying goes. I don't want But I believe that. I believe Martinelli's got the ability. I believe ESR has. I'm not saying all of our youth players have, but we have got some gems on our hands, I think. And unless we give them some trust and faith and back them, we will never find out.
I think there's another thing with Arteta since he's coming. He's not afraid to dip into the youth setup as well. He's always been honest about that. He's like, if they're good, as you said, if they're good enough, they'll definitely be given a chance to play.
Yeah, but Emery was the same, wasn't he? He played all the youngsters as well.
But he did it with Emery.
Yeah, he couldn't coach them. That's the problem. They're never going to develop under Emery. I mean, you make a good point, because he did, but they need good coaching at the same time.
Yeah,
but they'll get that. They'll get that now, and they've got much more of a chance.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I'm saying. With Emery, he did do this, he did do that with the youth and all that. But the coaching wasn't. That's another thing we've been, as we touched on, we're going to do. His coaching style didn't work, because when dude is out of control and the players that he did use youth-wise weren't really developing it. If they really developed properly and started showing their full potential under Arteta.
I don't know. I think Saka made his breakthrough under Emery.
He was
a breakout player, wasn't he?
He's got that extra special talent, isn't he? He would have survived anyway because of how good he is. But he broke
out. He broke out under Emery, but when Arteta came in, his performances went to another level compared to when you're playing under Unai.
And I listened to it. I've said this before. When I'm at work all day, I literally just on my own, and I just listen to podcasts all day. And that's why I keep saying I listen to this podcast, I listen to that one. But I listened to I think it was the Game podcast from the Times or whatever. It's really interesting point made that they were talking about they've got a bit of criticism for Frank Lampard and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer especially, and they were also at the same time praising Arteta, and then one of these guys, this pundit, said, well, the easiest way of seeing how good a coach has been when they've had a season at least is what were the weaknesses of the team when he took over,
Yeah.
And then what were they like at the end of the season? And that's the easiest way you can see if they're a good coach or not. And he said, well, Frank Lampard has had 2 seasons now, one with Derby, one with Chelsea, and both teams had the same issue, and he's not corrected it at all. You know, so beginning of the season, Chelsea had a shit defence. The end of last season, nothing had changed. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has had 2 full seasons now in charge of Man United, and they're actually, although their position in the table has slightly improved, their overall all the stats are even worse, if not, you know, and they've spent obviously a fortune at the same time as well. But when you can see that what the difference of what the problems were with it when Arteta took over Arsenal in December, compared to where we are now, it's I mean, you can't even, it's not even comparable, is it? Yeah, the improvements he's made and what he's done right. He's built from the bottom. He's built from the base to make a solid foundation. So no, we're not like a free-flowing, goal-scoring machine yet. But he has built the strong defensive stability first, and then we'll get the rest.
Yeah.
But I mean, you look at Frank Lampard, what he's done. His defence is in all of his teams, Derby and Chelsea, have been shocking. You know, and look at the players they've bought. Great players, but he's not going to be able to get them to play together as a team that's going to win anything.
Yeah.
So I'm really encouraged by everything, really. And I thought the way that pundit guy explained that, it's very, very simple, isn't it, to understand? The quality that we've got. So yeah, I really hope we can get. Thomas Partey over the line, but it's going to be a worry in a couple of weeks coming up, isn't it?
Last day of the transfer window.
I
can see it. I can see it now.
I don't mind when it happens. Actually, as long as we do it, it doesn't matter, does it?
Exactly. Yeah.
The transfer window is open until a week on Monday, so let's hope we get it done in time. That's it, and I'll be quite happy if it's done. It's done, and that's good. And if it isn't done, make it with what we've got.
There's going to be some bargains. There's going to be a lot of bargains around because Everton have got to get rid of a shitload of players. Chelsea have got to get rid of a shitload of players, and obviously we have and all. But I've said this before. I would actually take, and I think he'll be available really, really cheap as well. But I would actually take Ruben Loftus-Cheek. All those rumours about Guendouzi swap with Chelsea. If we could do it with him, I would have him every day of the week.
Yeah, I heard it was Hudson-Odoi, but we don't need a player like that.
We don't need him. No, we've got better than him.
We don't need him. I don't want him. I don't think he's that good anyway.
No, I don't either. I think we've got better than him.
Bayern wanted him last year, didn't they?
Well, another name that was mentioned from Chelsea was N'Golo Kante as well.
Take Kante every day of the week.
I mean, of course you would. That would never happen, I don't think. But if you did, yeah, of course, it's a no-brainer. But I do like Loftus-Cheek. He was. He's just not getting. I sound like a broken record, and I do apologise. But again, he has never had a run of games to build up his form and fitness. It's another one, and that's the reason he's suffering. And people say he's not the player he was, but that's the reason. You need to have to be playing regularly, consistently.
Where was he on loan? Was it Crystal Palace? Was it?
Yeah,
he was playing really well. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. They loved him. Yeah. So I would have he'd be a great addition to our midfield, I think.
Yeah.
I reckon we'd be able to get him dirt cheap.
Oh, definitely, yeah. That would kill the Chelsea fans as well because there's not one of their own.
I think he's only 24 or something as well. Isn't he? He's not even. He's not even in his. But his stature as well.
Further built, isn't it?
I reckon he could be, play a bit deeper than he normally does as well. Because he's normally just not quite a number 10, but a very attacking midfielder, isn't he? I reckon he could play quite a deep role, like a deep 8 and be quite box to box himself because of the stature he's got. But he can also score goals, can't he?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah, because I'm having things like that because obviously I know you've got to get sleep and work or whatever. Because obviously government being the government, we're either working from home or you're not. And also that's another thing. Of all this going off, you still got to play football tonight.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make the most of it before they put a ban on that as well, since they're banning everything else that's fun.
are you doing your walking football, Rich?
No, I can still run a little bit. I'm qualified for walking football. I just haven't got there yet.
Table football.
Sabutio.
No, I'm not even. Do you know what? I'm not even joking. I would actually quite like to do that walking football because my body is knackered. I tell you now. But I'm not old enough. Gutted. Not old enough to play it.
You got to be a certain age. I think it's bad.
No, man. Honestly, every body part you can mention on my body is something's wrong with it. But no, I'm very, very happy and surprised by that performance tonight.
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, brilliant.
I think there's loads of positives to take out of that.
Oh, definitely. Compared to the West Ham, where it was a bit, tonight we were the better team.
Yeah, we
We
boxed
deserved to win. Leicester did not look threatening in any which way. And I know it's people saying they're B team, but again, it was our B team as well tonight. It weren't exactly our
Exactly. No, there's loads of good performances I think we can take from that. So even I know they had Cheech and Chong in midfield or whatever, but we had a lot of youth players as well. But they all performed. I was really. I mean, Nelson had a good game. Nketiah obviously did. I think Pepe was very lively when the ball got near Pepe. I think he looked really good.
On the ball, yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I know if we can get another 5-5 or make it 5-4 this time against Liverpool, that'll be happy with that and all.
Or 6-0 against their youth team. Why not? It's really damn because they got so much hype for that last year. It really annoying because they got so much hype from the media.
I know.
Oh, look at the fantastic youth academy coming through at Liverpool. Behave, because then they're fucking following him around. They put the same team in and got bettered by Villa, who just survived.
Exactly. What was that? 4 or 5-1, wasn't it? I think as well.
Yeah, it was absolutely an absolute cricket score in the end.
Yeah, on the front foot. Exactly, we were.
Well, I need to go and do match report on my channel. So
Richard. Richard, where can I find you? Because obviously I've got the link to your channel in the description along with Colin's 2 channels. I've got Andrew's in there as well. But where can people find you on social media as well?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. It's at Gooner Rich B is what's on the screen now, and I say my YouTube channels over and over and over again. I've called it a positive channel because I'll try to stay positive on it, and it's been quite easy at the minute because we keep winning, which is great.
You wait till we start losing.
When we start losing, then it's going to be a bit more difficult. But I will still try to find the positives, even in the terrible defeats that no doubt around the corner, as I'm sure we will get them at some point. But hopefully the season will go like the Invincible season. Then it'll be nice and easy to keep positive, won't it? And even some of the most negative ones might even be positive a little bit if that was the case. But we're 4 games into the season. We haven't lost yet, so we need to be positive at the moment, don't we? So I'm going to go and do a positive match report over on my channel now, and there'll be some more positive stuff as we build up towards Monday against Liverpool. Be even more if we get a result there. Let's face it. I mean, that's a big test, isn't it? We know that.
That's the pinnacle.
Yeah, it's a test. Yeah.
See where we are, how far we've really come. I know we beat Liverpool at the end of last season, and we did win a Community Shield. But a Premier League game away at Anfield has been a nightmare for us, hasn't it? The last 4 or 5 years. And if we go there on Monday and produce a performance, and on top of that get a result, then that would just show exactly how far we've come in such a short space of time. And I will then be really, really optimistic about where the season can go. But even if we lose, it's how we play, isn't it? If we go there with a plan, which I'm sure we will, if we execute the plan, and even if we lose, because they maybe have got slightly better players than us, then we can accept that and say, you know what, at least, you know, we're not getting beaten 4 or 5 goals at Anfield like we have done in recent years. You know, we put in a performance. That's what I want to see. If we get a result as well, I'd be over the moon, literally. You know, I think I'll be smiling for like until the next game after that. But it's more about
what would be the plan. What would be the plan for that though? Because obviously, if you're going to be over the moon, literally, I mean, how are you going to do that?
I'll get a rocket.
Yeah. You're a wealthy man.
Well, you know, I'll hire one just for a couple of hours.
Ring Elon Musk, yes, be all right.
I'm sure he's a subscriber to my channel, you know.
Yeah.
If he isn't, he should be.
Sponsored by Tesla.
Can you imagine though? Can you imagine seriously being like having like a podcast channel on the season when if it went for the Invincible season and you had the podcast at the time?
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
I mean, how utterly amazing would that be? Like to actually be speaking about every single game as the season went on, and the more and more excitement as you're getting building and worry in case you might blow it at the end or whatever. God,
that would be, for me, the good thing about that would be that the stuff like AFTV and all the negative channels out there, they wouldn't have a platform because you can't be negative when everything's going so well. I mean, I don't know what they were talking about when in the Invincible season to themselves amongst their friends, because what could they possibly have been negative about? Probably the fact that we lost in the Champions League or we lost in the FA Cup semi-final and Wenger rested loads of players for the FA Cup game. That's probably what they'd be moaning at. They'd see the negatives in anything, wouldn't they? If we go to Anfield on Monday and win 6-0, right, they'll find a negative in it. They will. A certain one in particular will. You can guarantee it. Bellerin would have been shit, definitely. If we 6-0, Bellerin definitely had a shit game. Bellerin had a shit game tonight, even though he came on and set up the goal, I bet you.
Yeah, I know.
When he gets the hat trick, he was shit. How could he do that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Why wasn't he in defending?
Yeah, what's he doing up there? What's the matter with him? But you know what I mean? I want to try and be positive. I want to try and keep it positive. And you know, even if we lose, which we will inevitably lose at some point, I expect.
Of course we will.
You know, there's going to be positive. I just feel that what Arteta's done has made a massive difference already. But let's see Monday. We'll get a really good idea on Monday, won't we? Of the exact improvements that he's made to the team and just to the mentality of it all. And I'm sure I'm looking forward to Monday. Actually, usually, I mean, I usually like going to Anfield and stuff like that, but I've never expected a result. You know, last few years, you're just hoping you don't get completely annihilated. And
we usually do get battered, don't we?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So
I mean, I can't even.
I feel that we'll get
contemplate it.
Yeah. I mean,
I can't contemplate how I'm going to feel if we go and win on Monday, and I wonder how the press will take it and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I think it'll
all be about Liverpool losing. It won't be about Arsenal winning.
That's what I think that. Yeah, I really do.
Depends how we play, though, doesn't it? I think it depends how we play. I think if we go up there and put in a real performance and we win the game, I don't see how any part of the press could say, oh, it's because Liverpool lost. If we go there and do a job on them, like we did in the league game, like we did against Man City in the semi-final, you know, we got credit for that. And I think we'll get credit for this if we go there and put in a performance. If we maybe get lucky and we win, fortunately, maybe Liverpool gift us goals like they did before, then maybe that might be the case. But I just want us to go there and put in a performance. Go away from home to one of the big clubs and actually put a performance in. Because when was the last time we did that? Away from home. I mean, it's been years, hasn't it? It's been years.
I know. I know. I'm hoping for that. But
I'm excited about the prospect of us going up there and putting a performance in. And even if we lose, ultimately, yes, it'll be disappointing. But if we've gone there and showed, look, this is Arsenal, this is Arteta's Arsenal, and this is what we can do now. And then people will sit up and actually take notice of us. And I think they'll take us as a serious club again. You know, and whether that means we can get in the top 4, whether it means we can challenge for the title, I don't know. We might know a little bit more after Monday in the direction that things are going. But we're going in there, aren't we? Unbeaten this season, 4 games. We've won them all. You know, what more could we want? Oh, you'd say we've been playing better than Liverpool have, I think. You know, Liverpool were lucky to beat Leeds. They were all over the place at the back. And then at the weekend, of course, against Chelsea, they weren't really doing very much until Chelsea were down to 10 men. We're playing well. We've got a plan. Arteta will have a plan how to play against them.
Yeah,
we'll probably sit deep, around the counter attack. Aubameyang will cause them a lot of problems. You know, if we can defend well, like we did at the Emirates against them, I think we can get a result. I'm excited about going there and showing the world that we're back. We're back as a serious
I just think it was hilarious. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's an absolutely incredible signing, and it's made me change my mind about thinking that they are going to be retaining the title. Thiago Alcantara signing is a great one, and they've only had to pay $5 million this year, and they're paying $5 million a year over the next 4 years for him, which is what a deal that is. Anyway, but the way that they went overboard in the press about his second half performance, saying he did 75 passes, which is the most of any 40, but they couldn't have gone. He couldn't have gone on a better half. You know, when after Chelsea had gone down to 10 men, and they weren't. It's just ridiculous anyway. But it's how we handle him as well, because he's going to be a difference maker, because they don't have to just go down the flanks anymore, Liverpool, with their fullbacks. They've got him now as well, who can thread passes through the eye of the needle from the centre of the park. Yeah. So they're a different kettle of fish now. But I'm not holding my breath for a third consecutive win over Liverpool. But if we do, it will just be amazing. I think I will feel as excited as an Arsenal fan as I have since the early days of Wenger. You know.
Exactly.
If we can go there and win, it will mean the world. It will mean the world. You know, be phenomenal, and it will finally mean that people can start believing in Arteta, because you can't believe that there's still some fans who aren't really behind him. You know, can you? It's just ridiculous as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Andrew, where can people find you as well?
On your YouTube channels are From Dial Square to Where, and at From Dial Square on Twitter. Thanks, Ryan. It's been a pleasure. I really enjoyed it tonight.
Yep. No problem. And again, people, the descriptions for all channels are in all the links are in the description. So do go and give them all subscribe as well. And Vas, where can people find you as well?
Just on Twitter, mate, at RuggyBoy101. I don't have a YouTube channel yet, but one day. There's too much competition at the moment, but maybe one day.
You've got your choice of loads.
Yeah, I could just be on yours. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're welcome on mine anytime, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah, likewise.
And with that, I'll go back things up. Obviously, if you're watching us on my Facebook page, the Mr. Arsenal Podcast, come over to YouTube and do give us a subscribe as well at the Mr. Arsenal Podcast. The same and vice versa. If you're on YouTube, you've got Facebook, go over to Facebook, Mr. Arsenal Podcast page. I'm streaming off both all season, and also you can find me on Twitter at Mr. Arsenal89. And the next show now will be planned. It will be a podcast sort of feel over either Friday or Sunday. Probably Friday actually, because Sunday we'll talk about doing the quiz again. If the quiz goes there, that's Sunday. We've obviously then got to do. I'll do the thing on my preview / podcast sort of thing on Friday night, and then Monday night we're back for another watch along. The biggest game, big game of the season so far. That's the.
I want us to wear the blue kit.
Exciting. It's exciting.
I wear the blue kit because I like it. So let's wear the blue kit, not the white one.
For that one, I reckon we will, because last year we wore the blue one
last year. Yeah. So I'm hoping we do, because I like this kit actually. So
I do.
So with the watch along, we'll be back for that, and obviously Richard, Andrew, Russ, Colin, and possibly Melvin. And I'll reach out to Melvin in a bit. We'll be coming back for that one. But until then, enjoy the rest of your evening and the next couple of days, and we'll see you on Friday possibly for another Arsenal podcast. For the first
Thanks a lot, chaps.
And again,
thank you.
Pleasure as always.
Nice to pop with you, Russ. Hopefully you'll be doing it again soon.
Nice to meet you, mate, and Richard as well. Finally get to talk to you.
Yeah.
Let's come on my show, definitely. I know you're busy and stuff like that, but
we'll sort something out. I promise we will.
Definitely.
And with that,
cheers, Ryan, and
Arsenal.
Cheers,
Come on,
Ryan. Cheers, Richard.
Come on, you
Come on,
Gunners.
you Gunners.